Dakota State Trojans looking to rebound, guys, from that loss on Saturday, 49-27 to St. Ambrose. Short week to get done. We saw, Paul, and you saw probably better than anybody else being down the sidelines. Again, kids like Mason Layton, Brody Frederickson, Mitchell Galloway, some of the defensive players, you know what? They played a lot of snaps. They've got a short time to rebound to get ready for tonight's game against the Chargers.
You know, speaking with Coach Anderson earlier this week alone, Brody Frederickson alone in 97 plays in that game against St. Ambrose. He played, I believe he either said 91 or 93. He did not get a lot of time off the field, and as soon as he came off, he was right back onto the field. But I always had this feeling when it comes to any sport, the team that has the shortest amount of time between games usually has the better chances, because it's usually just one of those, you don't have a lot of time to think, look things out. It's just quick and react to the situation for Dakota State. They are in that situation. Coach Anderson, we also spoke earlier this week and before the game as well, they didn't even get a full day's rest as well between last night, or I should say Saturday's game into Sunday as well. They were right back on the field Sunday afternoon. No pads, like Carlos had mentioned, to get things going, just keeping things light, but at the same time getting game ready for this matchup tonight against Briar Cliff.
And the Chargers, Coach, we talked about that again. They've got almost a 2-week layoff getting ready for tonight's game against the Trojans.
Yep, you know, that can be an advantage, a disadvantage, like I mentioned. But I think the Trojans had an excellent 3 days of practice without pads, and I look for them to bounce back. Defensively, we're still a very solid team. Offensively, it's no secret what we're going to do offensively.
So tonight's game will be the 6th meeting between these two squads. The Trojans overall 4-1 against Briar Cliff. And if you're wanting to know how they've done the previous 2 Egg Bowls, the Trojans have won the first 2 Egg Bowls as well against Waldorf and Dakota Wesleyan University. The all-time series between these two schools started back in October of 2011 here at Trojan Field, where the Trojans defeated Briar Cliff 24-16. The series continued until 2014 for 3 more years, then took a little bit of a break. And they got back together a year ago down in Sioux City, where the Trojans won behind the quarterbacking play of now graduated quarterback Jacob Giles in that 49-33 win. Let's take a quick comparison looking at these two teams when you want to break down the numbers coming into the contest. Again, 2 games for the Trojans, 1 for the Chargers. Briar Cliff comes in scoring 40 points a ball game, giving up 13 points a contest, averaging 183 yards on the ground, 266 yards through the air, and that was 449 yards of total offense they put up against Waldorf University 2 weeks ago in that 40-13 win. For our Trojans coming into tonight's ball game, averaging 27 points a game, giving up 32.5 points a contest, averaging 239 yards on the game, on the ground, 244 through the air. So coming in about 483 yards. But Paul, you look at both defenses here. Trojans gave up on average thus far after 2 games 559 yards. Briar Cliff giving up just 324.
Yeah, you look at the Trojans' defense to start off this year, and those numbers, Coach Anderson or anybody on the coaching staff would be not indicative of the ability of this Trojan football defense. They're a very steady, very fast-moving defense as well, and sometimes they tend to gamble. They go for the all or nothing. They're going to go for the quarterback sack, or they're going to give up, a 50-yard connection from the QB or some of those big runs as well. But when you look at Briar Cliff's defense as well, you see a lot of a little bit of turnover as well from last year's team, but also at the same time, we had mentioned as well to start off our broadcast, a lot of junior college transfers, those players that had come in for Coach Wagner in his first full offseason with Briar Cliff, really going to all depend if their junior college numbers can transfer over to the NAIA level. I mean, I would imagine by the fact that they made some plays at those smaller schools, but also getting the chance as well to show their stuff here at the NAIA level with Briarcliff.
And Coach Cornet, when you talk about junior college transfers, you bring a lot in. That's tough to mesh and get some cohesiveness going. That can be a blessing or it can be a curse as well.
I agree. Bringing in junior college kids is a plus because they're experienced, however, not necessarily experienced with the program and the system. So basically, they're experienced kids learning the offense, learning the defensive schemes. You can take it both ways.
All right, coming up, the Trojan Kickoff Show, sponsored by F&M Co-op and Oil here in Madison, continues. We'll visit with our coordinators up first. Following this commercial break, we'll visit with Alec Kretschmer, the Trojans offensive coordinator, followed then by Corey Miller, the Trojans defensive coordinator. The Trojan Kickoff Show, brought to us by F&M Co-op and Oil here in Madison, continues right here on the flagship station for DSU Athletics, Jammin' Country 103.1 FM.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in seed technology, as well as plant protection and nutrition. Wilbur Ellis, located in Chester, South Dakota, providing ads to Cal brands, various field applications, and local plot data, can provide you with expert advice for your acres. Grow smart and reduce loss. Let Wilbur Ellis address your challenges. Contact your Wilbur Ellis representative at 489-2171. At Wilbur Ellis, they never stop looking ahead.
Hi, this is Scott Parsley, candidate for District 8 Senate, and I want to wish the Trojans the best in tonight's Ag Bowl. I'd like to congratulate Dennis and Donna Rentz on being chosen honorary captains for tonight's Ag Bowl game. Their commitment to agriculture and the greater Madison community is an example for all of us. Again, good luck to the Trojans tonight and for the rest of the season, and congratulations to the Rentzes. Paid for by Scott Parsley for Senate.
Welcome back to the F&M Co-op Oil Kickoff Show. Sitting down now with offensive coordinator, Coach Alex Kretschmer. Coach, we didn't really have an issue per se on Saturday against St. Ambrose moving the football, but we just had some opportunities that we did not capitalize on.
Yeah, if you look at the stats, we moved the ball pretty well between the 20s, but what it came down to is that there were some opportunities that, some points we left on the field that, for us to be successful, we need to make sure we hold ourselves to that standard, that when we have that opportunity, we need to finish and get in the end zone.
I'm sure that maybe a little frustrating. They really keyed on, obviously, we would think they would do that anyway, but Brody Frederickson, credit that young man. I mean, he gave up the body because he still got over 150 yards rushing, but they were looking for 22.
They definitely were. I mean, they know, we're an offense that, we're not extremely complex. We're going to do what we're going to do, and they keyed on them. We were still able to, move the ball on the ground, that's for sure. And then, when we went to the air, they did a good job of putting some pressure on our quarterback, and, we still moved the ball pretty well through the air. But it just came down to we left some things out on the field that we wish we would have capitalized on.
Certainly, the run game set up the passing game, as you just alluded to, Coach. Jared found what I feel is one of the best receivers I've seen in a long time in Mason Layton, and wow, he just had a phenomenal game.
Yep, Mason's one of those guys that he wants to compete. He's a fiery competitor. He wants to get after it every time he's on the field, and when the ball is thrown up in the air to him, there's more times than not he's going to come down with it. That's for sure. As he showed, even both of his touchdowns that he had, his first one, he caught the ball in the end zone, took a shot, wasn't afraid, didn't shy away from that at all, and then the second one. Jared knows his personnel, put it up, and Mason went up and made a play, that's for sure. It was pretty impressive to see.
Tonight, Briarcliff comes in. Chargers, they've been off for a while. They haven't played in almost 2 weeks, so we're going to get a pretty fresh team coming in. What have you seen on film that Briarcliff does defensively that we can have some success with?
First off, just Briarcliff, they're fast, physical, athletic, and they are going to rally to the football. you know, it's one of those things that, you know, we're hoping that, you know, we can kind of use that against them, getting some things off quick and going after that, and, you know, with them, you know, really pursuing the football, you know, kind of take advantage of them like we did, or like we did against Dakota Wesleyan, where they were a very fast and physical defense that, you know, sometimes maybe they over pursued, and we were able to use those cutbacks on the run, and then also use their aggressiveness against them like we did against Dakota Wesleyan. So that's where we're at, and what it comes down to is us, you know, each week. What it comes down to is we got to execute, and you know, if we do that, I think we can be very successful.
Coach, been a short week, but we'll get set for the Chargers tonight. Best of luck to you and the kids.
All right, thank you very much. It should be fun.
Well, it should be fun indeed. That's offensive coordinator Alex Kretschmar, and we're taking a look at tonight's offensive game plan. We'll take this break. We'll come back on the F&M Co-op Oil Kickoff Show, and we'll sit down with defensive coordinator Corey Miller. That's still ahead on your flagship home for Dakota State Athletics in the 2018-19 season. Jammin' Country, 103.1 FM.
Summer merchandise must go at Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel in downtown Madison. Stan's is having a huge summer inventory sale. Everything with a yellow tag is 75% off store-wide. Also at Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel, fall merchandise is arriving daily. Stan's is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Thursday till 7, and Saturday, 8:30 to 5. Shop Stan's where service comes first.
Fashions and makeup statements, Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel.
Heartland Consumers Power District would like to wish the Dakota State Trojans good luck this season. This is Casey Crabtree, Heartland's Director of Economic Development. I'm excited to work with businesses here in Madison to help them grow and thrive. If you're looking to expand your business or in need of low-interest financing, give me a call at 256-6536. Heartland is proud to deliver reliable energy and services to the city of Madison. We believe in the power of forward thinking and want to be your trusted community partner and leader in our industry. Good luck, Trojans.
Well, we had an opportunity to sit down with defensive coordinator Corey Miller and get the defensive game plan tonight. Let's go to that interview right now.
Welcome back to the F&M Co-op Kickoff Show. Sitting down now with defensive coordinator Corey Miller. Coach, coming off game Saturday against the St. Ambrose team where we'd already played. This was their first game, and hot Saturday afternoon, and I looked a little bit as though it might have taken its toll on us.
You know, it probably played a little bit of a factor. Obviously, their first game, they had that energy. You know, we've had a game and obviously had some guys that aren't necessarily 100%. So, you know, I'm sure that factored into it. But the biggest thing was just kind of a little bit of focus level. We had some critical errors, and when we had those critical errors, they made us pay for it. And, you know, we got to be able to eliminate those. And, you know, 10 plays accounted for 300 yards of their total offense. So when you look at that, you took 92 snaps, 82 for less than 300 is usually a pretty good day. But, you know, you throw those 10 plays on there, and it changes the game real fast.
You know, one of those things that we talked about, too, in the post-game show was critical penalties at critical times. We gave them 2 touchdowns that were aided by personal foul penalties.
We talk a lot about penalties. Obviously, in a game of football, you're going to have penalties, and there's penalties where you're competing and it kind of happens. And you know, just being a competitor and you know trying to play hard every once in a while, a face mask or one of those little horse collar. But then there's foolish penalties, the personal fouls, the late hits, that type of stuff. Those are those critical situations that really can change the game. You look at that right before half. You know, we have a third down sack right there. We get the defensive hold call that, you know, they're punting there. It's midfield. And, you know, we're going into halftime 21-14. You know, we have a clear shot at a sack later in the game, and we jump and we grab a face mask, new set of downs, and we followed up with another one, and now suddenly they're putting in the end zone. 4 of their scoring drives all had 15-yard penalties in it. So when you do that, it's not necessarily anything they're doing. We're giving them free yards.
Coach, let's turn our attention tonight now to Briar Cliff. It's been a short week, obviously, since Saturday, so we've had a short turnaround to get ready for the Chargers tonight. But this is a team that comes in, good quarterback. Their running back is kind of like by committee, and they've got a monstrous front line.
They're big up front. I mean, they're over 300 pounds at almost all the positions, including one at 400 pounds. Their tackles are probably the smallest guy at like 270 on the other side. So big up front. We played a lot of those guys last year. We're familiar with them. A lot of their tight ends, their O-line was back, but it's a new quarterback. The running backs are the same. They'll have a new guy that didn't play last week listed as the starter, but the skill guys are new, so that'll be different for us to see a little bit. Very talented group of skill players. They kind of lean on about 3 or 4 guys to do a majority of their work, so if we can kind of be able to take them out of the equation, a couple of those guys, I think will make it really hard for them.
Okay. Coach, wish you the best of luck tonight. It's going to be a great crowd on hand for Ag Bowl, and let's get out there and get a W.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, the comments of defensive coordinator Corey Miller. And that's a look at our coordinator's game plan tonight against the Briar Cliff Chargers. Coming up after the break, the Josh Anderson pregame interview is brought to us by Great Western Bank of Madison. Agri-lending, local solutions, global expertise, Great Western Bank. Doing what it takes to make your life great. You're listening to the F&M Co-op Oil Trojan Kickoff Show. As we said, stay tuned. Coming up next, it's the Josh Anderson Show here on your home for Dakota State Athletics, Jammin' Country 103.1.
Every good season starts with one great deal. Get yours today at F&M Co-op Oil with Go Harvest Rewards. Going on right now at F&M Co-op Oil, your certified Firestone 8 tire dealer. Stop in before September 30th and buy 2 or more Firestone 8 tires for one big instant discount. These opportunities don't come around often, so get into F&M Co-op Oil, take advantage of Go Harvest Rewards. Terms, conditions, and limitations apply. For full details, visit Firestone8.com or contact F&M Co-op Oil to learn more.
At Great West, better crops from better seed. We have every kind you need. Planting your future, Mustang Seeds.
Mustang Seeds, proven performance, top-notch service that area producers have come to expect. Mustang Seeds is known for high yields and having farming operations get the maximum potential yield. The best choice for your farming operation, Mustang Seeds.
Planting your future, Mustang Seeds.
Call 256-6529.
Welcome back to the F&M Co-op and Oil Kickoff Show. Sitting down now with head coach Josh Anderson. The Josh Anderson Kickoff Show interviews brought to us by the great folks at Great Western Bank. Coach, short week. Coming off a tough loss, I would think, on Saturday. One that's the final score certainly isn't indicative of how hard the kids played.
Yeah, things got away from us in the second half, especially that third quarter against St. Ambrose. And you're right, it was a whole lot closer game than the final score showed. But you know what? It just came down to some simple things in the game that we all learned from. We still have some technique issues with blocking and tackling that we need to just continue to just stress and work on, but it was also on the coaches' end where, we didn't substitute enough. They were rifling through their rotations with their backups and starters and trying to keep guys fresh, and we weren't doing a very good job of that, or if even at all. So had some injuries from game 1 to game 2 that kind of kept us from, I suppose, believing or trusting as much as we should in our backups, and we just need to get them in the game and get them some game experience, some game reps, and just find out what they can do rather than just imagining what would be. And so that really ended up being the downfall. It was St. Ambrose's first game. Obviously, our second game, we had still some guys that were beat up, and you could tell the fresh legs from not fresh legs in that second half. And as frustrating as it is, when it really comes down to those simple things, that's something that is on the coaches, and we just need to make sure we get that handled. And we will. This week, a short week, as we come into Briar Cliff, they played the first week. They didn't play the second week. They're going to have fresh legs again, so all week we basically just went no pads. We're going to just get our guys' legs back fresh, get them mentally ready for the game. This being our third game of the year, we feel like we're ready physically. It's just a matter of making sure our guys' bodies are ready physically and mentally. And we did a great job of getting things ready to go with the time that we had, and I really feel comfortable with our game plan of attack for today.
Coach, let's we look at that. Let's break down tonight's game just a little bit and some areas that we think we can be successful with.
Well, offensively, we just absolutely have to control the ball better and get some first downs. We struggled with that. Once we started getting tired and sloppy this last week against St. Ambrose, we struggled to get first downs. We got to keep the ball moving. Even if we don't end up scoring, we want to get 3 to 4 first downs in a series. We got a really good punt team and a good punter in Caleb Nielsen, good snapper and Alexander Maxey. Those guys, their timing is excellent. And so we just got to keep our defense off the field, try to keep them as fresh as possible as well. And of course, obviously, if we can score some touchdowns, some points, we definitely want to do that. But you know, each time we're out on the field, we want to just get some first downs, control the clock, get the ball moving, win the field position battle, and see if we can't get Briar Cliff tired out. Have a feeling that our twos versus their twos, if it ends up being that way, we want to make sure their ones get tired and off the field, and see if we can't catch them lining up wrong or having a poor coverage on offense. And then defensively, we just want to make sure we rotate as much as possible and keep our guys fresh so that our tackling doesn't struggle again for the third week in a row. So those are the big things, is keep the rotations up on both sides of the ball, and then maintain some first downs. Don't turn the ball over on offense, and on defense, we just got to tackle and get off the field.
Coach, I know one of the things, too, the Achilles heel that hurt us against St. Ambrose were those penalties at crucial times in crucial spots on the field and in crucial drives.
You know, we had four personal foul penalties on our defense, all at the wrong time. 3 of them that would have put us into third down and long. They'd had to throw the ball. They weren't very good or had a lot of success throwing the ball on us. And one of them was on a third down where we had a personal foul hitting a guy in the face mask after the play was all said and done, and it was going to be punt team was coming on, and they were going to have to punt the ball, and it just kept those drives alive. And at that point in the second half, it's just that kind of frustration and exhaustion and things set in, and we just got really careless with our discipline in some situations, and it ended up really hurting us. Offensively, we didn't capitalize when we were inside the 25-yard line. We just let a lot of points go on the field. Same thing in that first game with Dakota Wesleyan. We got to capitalize and finish. And when we're put in good situations by our defense or our special teams, we got to make something happen with points and get the points going. So
Brody Frederickson, what can you say about that young man? Again, he opened up against Dakota Wesleyan, 286 yards. He comes back on Saturday, 158, 160 yards. I mean, he's got the heart of a lion, Coach.
Well, at the moment, he happens to be leading the NAIA in rushing, which is exciting because he's certainly worked hard enough to earn something like that. But, now defenses are going to start to key on that, and we've got to be able to protect our quarterback and be able to throw the ball, because if we can't, we're in big trouble. If we can throw the ball and make defenses back off, then we can be balanced again with run and pass. And there's no reason we shouldn't be able to do that. Our receivers, our quarterbacks are excellent, as well as Brody being the workhorse that he is, but he had 93 plays out of 97 last week, and that's just a poor example of his position coach not getting him rotated out, which is me. So I want to make sure that obviously I take full accountability for my own position group, and he can handle 93, but he's just not as effective or as fresh, obviously, and so I need to do a better job of rotating him. With Hagen out now, I just have to find a rotation, and we're going to get one figured out for this game.
Coach, Mason Layton, I mean, what can you say about that young man? Some of the catches that he made on Saturday against St. Ambrose were unbelievable.
The kind of things that Mason does is the same thing as Brody. I mean, when you put the ball in their hands, they can just do crazy things, but they just go make plays. Like his ability to time a jump, to go get a ball, to catch a ball. He had one more touchdown, but he had stepped out of bounds first and got pushed out of bounds and came back in and still made a heck of a play. And the ref even thought about calling a touchdown, but he knew he got pushed out. And so Mason's just an incredible playmaker. His ball skills are honestly something that you just don't coach. He just has it and has the ability to make crazy things happen when we give him the ball.
Coach, tonight Ag Bowl, going to be a huge crowd. They're piling in. They're out in the parking lot tailgating already. So this has got to be exciting for not only the coaching staff but the kids to play in front of a crowd like this tonight.
It's a fun atmosphere that our administration has come up with, this being, a few years in a row now, and the people that start to show up and have a good time every year, and more people start showing up, and it's easy to see with, the good smells before the game with the tailgating and seeing everybody getting here and getting themselves ready to go for the game. It's just going to make things a lot of fun for everybody.
All right, Coach, best of luck tonight. Paul will visit with you in the post-game. Let's get out and get a W.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Those are the comments of head coach Josh Anderson. The Josh Anderson pregame show brought to us by Great Western Bank in Madison, proud sponsor of Dakota State University Trojan football all season long. Wherever you are in life, Great Western Bank has a wide range of products and services. Great Western Bank, proud sponsor of Dakota State Trojan football. Stay tuned. Coming up next, we'll go with the coach. We'll find out our keys to victory. Tonight's starting lineups and the opening kickoff. You're listening to the F&M Co-op and Oil kickoff show here on Jammin' Country 103.1.
At Great Western Bank, they know that champions play as one. One team with one goal. They also know that champions just don't happen. They are built with determination and the right mix of teammates. You can count on Great Western Bank as a trustworthy teammate that will go the extra mile to help you win. To learn more, visit your nearest branch today in Coleman, Del Rapids, Hartford, Lenox, and Madison. Great Western Bank, making life great. Member FDIC.
Taco John's presents Olay the Day Pep Talks.
Boys, this halftime score is not indicative of our talent level. We're a lot closer than I thought we'd be, and old Coach has just the thing to get us over the hump. Street tacos from Taco John's. You can get them with chicken or new sirloin steak or pork carnitas. That's a triple option of awesomeness. Let's go get some.
Get 3 street tacos for just $5 at Taco John's.
Hustle up, boys. If we leave now, we can be back for the fourth quarter.
Olay the Day at Taco John's.
Welcome back to Trojan Field, along with the coach, Carlos Cornet, our sideline analyst, Paul Vold, our game producer back at our flagship studios, Mason Vilhauer. I'm Kevin Culhane on tonight's call between the Trojans and Briar Cliff in our third annual Ag Bowl. The Trojans coming in at 1-1 on the season. Briar Cliff coming in at 1-0. We're going to go downstairs. Paul Vold standing by. Paul, we're going to get the coin toss, but first, let's go down to you. Your final thoughts as we get set for this non-conference kickoff tonight in front of this gigantic crowd here at Trojan Field.
Yeah, the best way to describe it is gigantic. Everybody's still out in the tailgate area. The stands are full. Everyone's excited. I'm excited. I mean, I'm looking at my Fitbit right now. I got a 116 heart rate. I'm a few steps away from making my goal. But this matchup, my final thoughts in this contest for Dakota State, they got to find a way to move the ball down the field. They had a bit of a rough start, especially in that second half. They got to be able to protect the quarterback, Jared Richardson, as well. Looks like the coin toss was won by Briar Cliff, waiting to see if they elected to receive or to defer. It looks like they did elect to receive. And they're asking Dakota State which way they want to kick the football as well. But also looking at some of my other final thoughts here, defense has to get pressure on Brad Cagle, the quarterback for Briar Cliff. It looks like actually they decided to defer the kickoff. Dakota State will receive the football.
All right, Paul, appreciate it very much. Coach, let's take a look at keys to victory tonight.
Okay, I believe the offense of the Trojans need to start quickly. We need to establish the run game to set up the passing game. Brody appears to be fresh. We'll see as the game progresses. Briar Cliff is very talented defensively. They pursue the ball very well. I compare them to Dakota Wesleyan as far as their quickness goes. So our backs are going to have to run with their heads up. They're going to have to be looking for holes, possibly cutbacks. And lastly, it's a beautiful evening, Kevin. It is like 20 degrees cooler tonight than it was Saturday. I don't think the heat's going to play a factor. However, a short week, we'll see how that affects us.
This is going to be a back alley brawl, folks. Going to be a slobber knocker. Bear with us because Briar Cliff, folks, in their road white uniforms, believe this, road white uniforms, blue helmets, white numbers. It will be a challenge. Trojans in their white helmets, gold uniforms, blue pants, blue numbers trimmed in white. Steve Della is the kicker for Briar Cliff, and he approaches the football. The ball meets the boot, and we're underway. David Bond fumbles the kickoff, picks it up at the 6, and he's going to run into a sea of white back at the 10-yard line. And, Coach, you don't want to start that way here inside your own 20.
Yes, I agree. He seemed to have muffed the kick. However, we will see how well we bounce back. We're going to have adversity throughout the game tonight, and it's just how well we react.
So we're going to go with the original starting lineups, and Jared Richardson, the 6'5 junior redshirt quarterback, starting. Brody Frederickson in the backfield. 3 receivers wide left. Jared in the pistol, now looks over, will change the play, coming in from offensive coordinator Alex Kretschmar. Takes a snap, handoff. Frederickson. Brody has a nice hole in the center of the field at the right hash. Now reverses his cutback and goes near the left hash. Goes upfield near the 17, 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 7. And just like that, again, we're in that high-octane, fast-paced, quick offense. Same formation. Richardson back to pass, looking left, fires, has Mason Layton, favorite receiver, at the 21-yard line, goes out of bounds at the 25-yard line, and that's going to be enough to move the sticks, and that will be our first GSN Insurance first down. No account too big or too small. We like them all. Call Scott or Nancy Gusso today at 605-556-0242. They'll switch the format. Here is Brody Frederickson, tries the right side, and it's going to go nowhere. In fact, the Chargers coach did a nice job stringing that one out. Brody's going to lose some yardage there.
Defensively, like I mentioned, they react well to the ball. We're going to probably be more effective between the tackles. Defensively, they have some quick defensive backs.
Loss of 3 in the play will bring up 2nd down and 13, ball at the 21-yard line. Twin receivers wide left. Listman to the near side. Handoff delayed. Frederickson. Brody, nice hole. Spins around and gets hit at the 25. Falls forward near the 27-yard line.
That was a nice 5-yard pickup by Brody.
So 3rd down and 5 at the 27-yard line. Trojans moving left to right here in the first quarter of play. Here's Jared back to pass, looking, fires, and now he's going to go down. Pump faked, waited just a little too long, coming in to pick up the sack for the Chargers. It's going to be Tyler Wilson, the defensive end, 5'11 senior out of Norfolk, Virginia. So the 5 yards that Brody picked up, we lose on the sack, back to the 20-yard line where it'll be 4th down from the 20.
Those defensive backs had us covered very well. It was a good thing that we were able to tuck the ball and not throw that ball into the hands of Briar Cliff.
Here comes the rush. They brought the kitchen sink. Nielsen gets it away, and it's picked up at the 49-yard line of Briar Cliff. The return man, and it was partially deflected, Coach?
Yes.
So Caleb Nielsen's punt, partially deflected and brought out for about a 4-yard gain on the special teams. That was Ladarian Bauman for Briar Cliff. Speaking of Caleb Nielsen, Caleb leads the NAIA in punting, folks, with a 45.7-yard average.
He's very impressive. Coach touched upon it in the pregame. Him and the center have it down. Very good timing.
So Brad Cagle and company has the ball in Trojan territory. Handoff, first man through, tries that right side of the line, pushes the pile a little bit, gets it near the 44-yard line. We'll give him a gain of 4 in the play, brings up second down and 6.
I look for them to run behind the right guard. He's 6'6", 400-pound senior out of Modesto, California.
Coach, the offensive line average is 324 pounds. Cagle out of the pistol. Again, same handoff, first man through. That appears to be Kwame Johnson. We'll check, folks. Again, it's so difficult with those uniforms, white jerseys, white numerals. So we're waiting to see exactly who it is. And it's going to be a gain of 5, 3rd and 1 at the 38-yard line of Dakota State. Cagle takes a snap, handoff, first man through. He has the first down and then some inside the 35 to the 34-yard line.
We were able to penetrate on that defensive play right there, Kevin. But that offensive line did open up one hole, and that back was able to get through.
Paul, downstairs, we thought we were going to see Kwame Johnson, but he is not in the backfield. They brought in Noah Langan to start here tonight.
Yeah, just probably getting him started with Yologan out on the field right now. Maybe we'll see Kwame Johnson probably still getting a little bit of work done on the sideline.
1st and 10, GSN 1st and 10. Cagle back to pass. Wants the home run ball down the sidelines over his intended receiver. That's Cameron Davenport, the wide receiver, the junior out of Los Angeles, California. And I'll tell you what, credit our D-back. I don't know if
that was Wyatt Sanford. He was in his back pocket.
So he was stride for stride with Cameron Davenport of Briar Cliff. Wyatt, he's got some impressive numbers in the NAIA as well, folks. 2nd in the nation in interceptions after 2 ball games. So Brad Cagle, the junior college transfer at quarterback, he'll hand off. This will be Johnson, I believe, who sees his first action of the season. He'll pound the football down to the 30-yard line where a sea of yellow and blue swallows him up.
Nice penetration by John Trout. He made the initial hit. A couple other Trojans in on the tackle.
And, Paul, that was Kwame Johnson that took that initial handoff there.
Yeah, seemed a little bit unsure of where to go on that running play. Of course, he's seeing his first action of the season. A little bit hesitant to start off.
So it'll bring up 3rd down, and we'll call it a long 7. Cagle back to pass, looking to his right, fires in the flats, has a man, but overthrows him, and it'll be incomplete. Pass was intended for Rashad Brown, slot back out of the Chicago, Illinois. It'll bring up 4th and a long 7. And head coach Dennis Wagner is going to go for it here, Coach.
Yep, they're going for it. And, again, he's getting good protection. He just needs to throw the ball a little more accurately.
Cagle at quarterback. Now we're going to get some movement along the line. Trojans are pointing toward Briar Cliff. That somebody moved, and they did. So it'll bring up 4th down, and they'll move the ball from the 30 out near the 35-yard line. And that's where a 4th and 12 will face Brad Cagle and company. Split backs now, Johnson to the right of Cagle. He'll roll to his right, quick squib kick, and it's going to hit at the 5, but it goes into the end zone. Touchback, and so Dakota State will have the football for the first time tonight at their own 25-yard line. Paul, we saw that on Saturday against St. Ambrose with Jake Romani, the quarterback, on that quick squib kick.
Yeah, you see a lot of that nowadays in territory where it's too long to go for a field goal but too close for a punt. Try to roll out the quarterback in a situation like that, and looks like Cagle just got a little bit too excited. He had a good running start on it for the rugby-style punt.
So the Trojans will have it at GSN Insurance first down at the 20-yard line. Hand off to Brody Frederickson. Boy, Coach, he gets some yak, doesn't he?
I tell you, he is tough to bring down, and he's so short. It's tough to see him come through the line.
You know, he gets in there and hides behind Gutierrez, Randall, Kavanaugh, Schmidt, and Vargas. Credit Brody, pick up a 4, second down and 6. Play action, fires in the flats. Leighton had it. His forward progress was at the 25. We'll see exactly what they mark him at.
Well, it looks like we're going to try to set up the short pass early, and we just couldn't shake him.
Guys on that catch, that was Baylor Harding, who had the reception out of Summit Academy High School, also the same high school as Hagen Hines.
Here's pass to Bond, and he juggles it. Are they going to say he controlled it? And no, it'll be incomplete.
Yep, he lost concentration on that one. He was looking to run before he had the catch.
And he had some running room,
yes,
Coach.
He had the first down for sure.
So that'll bring Caleb Nielsen on to punt the football away. Line of scrimmage at the 26-yard line. We've got Bauman standing back. Here's Caleb, end over end knuckleball will hit at the 42, takes a bounce, and it's picked up by Bauman at the 35-yard line. He'll return it out to the 37. And that was kind of a dangerous return, wouldn't you say?
Well, not only was the return dangerous, I was watching the punter look upfield like, am I going to run it? Am I going to pass it? That was an interesting call there.
Guys, also as well, the punter, Caleb Nielsen, took a hit there late as he was getting rid of the football. Derek Stevenson, the backup free safety, took a good shot on the punter, but nothing called by the official who was staring at the play the entire time.
39-yard punt for Nielsen, and it'll be a GSN first down for Briar Cliff at their own 36. Brad Cagle at quarterback, turns, spins, handoff Kwame Johnson, right side, and he's submarined out near the 40-yard line outside the right hash mark. Gain of, we'll call it 3, second down and 7. No score, 8:06 to go here on Egg Bowl 3. Cagle out of the pistol. 2 backs, handoff. Appears to be Kwame Johnson again. Left side. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. And see who's getting up at the bottom of the pile. And it appears it's going to be John Trout.
Yep. So, again, he penetrated, made the initial hit there.
Coming into the ball game tonight, John was 78 tackles in his career, 16 on the season in 2 ball games. A gain of about 2 on the play, third and 4. Cagle, handoff. Johnson dances to his right. He's going to, with second effort, get another first down right at midfield. So they'll move the sticks. That'll be another GSN Insurance first down. No account is too small or too big or too small. We like them all. Scott and Nancy Gusso. Give them a call today. 556-0242. Brad Cagle. Handoff. Johnson gets to the line of scrimmage, bounces outside, has some running room, 45, down near that first down stick. Rambles Kwame Johnson. He's going to be about a yard short. We'll give him 9 on the play. Second down and 1 from the Dakota State 41-yard line. Twin receivers left, twin receivers right. Quick bubble screen on the far side. Has his man, and he is brought down at the 35-yard line. On the quick hitter on the far side, appeared to be Elijah Brown, wide receiver out of Cleveland, Ohio. So it's enough yardage, first down, GSN Insurance first down as they keep this drive alive. Call Scott or Nancy Gusso today. No account too big or too small for GSN Insurance of Madison. Cagle, handoff to the running back. First man through the hole is Noah Langen. And he'll pick up some real estate down near the 31-yard line. We'll say 3 yards, second down and 7, clock running, 5:44 to go. First quarter, no score.
They seem to be patient on offense, running the ball, but why wouldn't they with such a large offensive line?
Twin receivers to the near side. Cagle takes a snap, fires into the flats. He's got his man at the 30, 25, breaks a tackle, 20, breaks another tackle, 15-10, stays on his feet, dives inside the 10-yard line, all the way down to the 8. And that's a gain of 23 yards for Cameron Davenport, the wide receiver. Cagle just a little wheel route out on a slant, and he did the rest.
He was able to juke and jive and get himself loose for a few more yards.
Here they are inside the Case IH red zone. Handoff to Kwame Johnson, tries the right side, running behind that monstrous offensive line. Kenny Trezant, 6'6", 400 pounds, out of Modesto, California. Corey Woodworth, 320 pounds, out of Sioux City, Iowa. Second and goal inside the Case IH red zone for Briar Cliff. Toss pitch, right side, Johnson, and he'll put his head down, goes in the end zone, hits pay dirt, and the Chargers get on the scoreboard first at the 4:28 mark on a 4-yard touchdown run, and Briar Cliff grabs a 6-0 lead.
Very impressive drive on that, or I should say, impressive drive overall. They were very patient, only threw the ball a couple times. They were able to pound it up the middle.
So Steve Della is on to attempt the extra point out of a Brad Cagle hold. Spot, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So 4:28 to go in the first quarter of play. Briar Cliff leads our Trojans 7-0 in Egg Bowl 3. This is Jammin' Country 103.1. We'll return to Trojan Field in 60 seconds.
Your local Helena in Madison offers options for nearly every input used in production agriculture, including fertilizers, seeds from Wensman and NK, crop protections, agro-intelligent precision programs, and many other producer services. Their sales reps are knowledgeable experts and provide solutions that give growers the best return on investment. And their custom applications are safe, efficient, and make sure the job gets done right. Helena of Madison is proud to support area farmers. Give the folks at Helena a call today, 605-256-3973. Helena of Madison, people, products, knowledge. Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in seed technology, as well as plant protection and nutrition. Wilbur Ellis, located in Chester, South Dakota, providing Asgrow and DeKalb brands, various field applications, and local plot data, can provide you with expert advice for your acres. Grow smart and reduce loss. Let Wilbur Ellis address your challenges. Contact your Wilbur Ellis representative at 489-2171. At Wilbur Ellis, they never stop looking ahead.
Stephen Della will kick off, awaiting the kickoff. Mitchell Galloway and David Bond. Galloway at the 4 to the 10, 15, 20, and he's brought down there out of bounds. 3 white shirts swing him out of bounds, and he'll be shy of the 20-yard line, or will he? Yep. They'll mark it at the 19-yard line, so it'll be a GSN Insurance first down. This is the third series for the Dakota State offense to get things going here. Now trailing 7-0, 4:21 to go, first quarter of play. Trips wide left for Jared Richardson. Fakes the handoff, finds Listman. He just sat in the soft spot of that zone coach. Yep. Got it across the 25 out to the 27-yard line.
It was a very good read on that play, and I look for them to establish a short passing game with a surprise long pass here shortly.
Guys, also of note, Brody Frederickson out for these first 2 plays of this series. Is seeing Cody Voss in the backfield.
So Cody seeing action here. Now he'll swing it out to the flats. Nearly intercepted Paul in front of you. That was a dangerous pass from Jared trying to hit Mason in the right flats.
Yeah, that was a very close one as well. Mason Layton, a couple of choice words towards the area of head coach Josh Anderson on the route, but the defensive back made a heck of a play to get inside on Mason Layton, break up the pass.
He did.
Voss in the backfield behind Richardson. Jared has Galloway, breaks the tackle at the 35-40, 45-50 into Briarcliff territory. Races down the sidelines at the 35-30, near the 27-yard line. Scampers Mitchell Galloway.
That was a nice quick out pattern. He was able to break an ankle tackle, and he got some downfield blocking, by the way, from our tight end. It was an excellent play.
54-yard pickup by Mitchell Galloway, and the big block put in there by Josh Geezy, the tight end. Here's Jared, has time, rolls to his right, fires on the run, and it's picked off at the 25-30, 35-40, 45-40, 35-30. He's going to go through the Case IH red zone all the way into the end zone, and that is going to be a pick 6 by Markel Roby. Or do we have flags on the play? I don't believe so.
No, we don't.
So he picks off Jared Richardson for the pick 6. And he had a head of steam, and he did the rest.
Well, you know, in that particular play, the quarterback was forced out outside the tackle. He had a receiver open, kind of like you said in that bubble, but he didn't see the linebacker dropping into coverage, and he was wide open.
So Markel Roby out of New Orleans, Louisiana, on the 75-yard return. Della in for the extra point for Briarcliff. Out of a Brad Cagle hold, spot, kick. It's up, and it is good. 3:03 to go. Lightning has hit here at Trojan Field, and Briarcliff on top of the Trojans, 14-0. Will return with more football on Jammin' Country following this 60-second timeout.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in seed technology, as well as plant protection and nutrition. Wilbur Ellis, located in Chester, South Dakota, providing Asgrow and DeKalb brands, various field applications, and local plot data, can provide you with expert advice for your acres. Grow smart and reduce loss. Let Wilbur Ellis address your challenges. Contact your Wilbur Ellis representative at 489-2171. At Wilbur Ellis, they never stop looking ahead.
Hi, this is Scott Parsley, candidate for District 8 Senate, and I want to wish the Trojans the best in tonight's Ag Bowl. I'd like to congratulate Dennis and Donna Rentz on being chosen honorary captains for tonight's Ag Bowl game. Their commitment to agriculture and the greater Madison community is an example for all of us. Again, good luck to the Trojans tonight and for the rest of the season, and congratulations to the Wrenches. Paid for by Scott Parsley for Senate.
Well, Markel Roby's 75-yard pick 6 has the Chargers on top 14-0. Stephen Della will run up to the football, kick high end over end. Mason Layton hauls it in at the 4 to the 10. 15, spins 20, cuts to his left 25, still breaks a couple of tackles 30 near the 31-yard line, and the ball comes loose, but he was down. And that's where the Trojans will take over. But we've got a hole we've got to dig ourselves out of now, Coach.
Yep.
Trailing 14-0 with 2:52 to go first quarter.
First quarter. I don't foresee us getting in the panic mode right now. We just need to establish what we do best. Short passes and get the ball to Freddie.
So Frederickson returns to the backfield. He'll be off the left shoulder of Jared Richardson. 2 receivers left, single receiver to the near side. So we've got an equipment violation against Marcus Tappan, the outside linebacker out of Pasadena, California. Typically, mouthpiece.
He had his pants up above the knee. That's a new rule that they're going to enforce this year.
So it's 1st and 10, and the handoff goes to Brody, who slips right at the 29-yard line. So a loss of 3 on the play will bring up 2nd down and 13. Clock running here in the first quarter, 2:32 and counting. Briar Cliff leads 14-0. Richardson barks out signals. 3 receivers in the set. Play action, rolls to the flats. Pass was intended for Mitchell Galloway. Galloway lets it slide through his hands. Incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, he would have probably, picked up 3 or 4 yards on that. I look for them to open it up a little bit more.
Coming to you live from the Helena Chemical broadcast booth here at Trojan Field. Helena of Madison, people, products, and knowledge. Here's Richardson. Has time, fires deep over the middle, and nearly picked off. He wanted Layton, but there were 3 defenders in the vicinity of number 4.
Appeared that he predetermined where he was going with the ball. He did have an out, Callaway on an out. That was in first down territory, but he went with Layton.
So, brings up 4th and 13. Line of scrimmage at the 29-yard line. Bauman standing at his 35. Here's a squibber. Hits at the 45. Bounces inside the 40. Picked up at the 37-yard line. And a return of no yardage on the play, so it's out to the 36.
That was LeVar Colbert on the tackle.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Briar Cliff. A 35-yard punt by Caleb Nielsen. No return on the play, and Briar Cliff, coach, has it in pretty decent field position at their own 36-yard line with a GSN Insurance 1st down.
I agree, and again, with that massive offensive line, I just think they're going to try to keep the ball on the ground.
Cagle in the backfield. Handoff to the first man through, and that is Noah Langan. Langan off the left side. Picks up some yardage out near the 40-yard line. Bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Chargers, who lead 14-0. 1:40 and counting, first quarter of play. 3 receivers bunched to the near side. Single receiver wide right. Play action. Cagle rolling to his right. Wants to throw. Finds his man in the flats. He's got it at the 48-yard line, and he's ridden out of bounds. The receiver, it was Rashad Brown in on the stop defensively for the Trojans, Carson Lilliband. But it's enough to move the chains, and another GSN Insurance 1st down for Briar Cliff, just shy of midfield. 2 receivers left and right. Cagle back to pass, has time, goes deep, has his man at the 27, 20, 15, 10, and he's knocked off his legs at inside the 10 by Cleveland.
Yeah,
but a gain of 40 yards on the pass play.
If it weren't for Cleveland on that play, it was 6 points.
So they're inside the Case IH red zone for top-notch service on your Case IH equipment this fall. Stop into Lake County International here in Madison. Cagle, toss pitch to Langan, tries the right side inside the 5-yard line down to the 4-yard line in the Case IH red zone. And that may or may not be the final play of the first quarter. 13, 12, 11. 10. They'll bring in a tight end, 2 tight end set, tight formation. And just ahead of the end of the first quarter, here's Kwame Johnson, and he'll dance untouched into the end zone from 4 yards out. And Briar Cliff, shocking this Egg Bowl crowd here tonight at Trojan Field, has jumped out to a 20-0 lead as the first quarter expires. We'll keep things right here for the extra point.
Yeah, it appeared like an unbalanced line there, but they had 3 tight ends to the far side and pitched the ball. They just had the numbers out there.
So here's the extra point on its way. Della splits the uprights. It's good. And so we've got 1 quarter in the books, and it's all Briar Cliff. Chargers leading our Trojans 21-0 after 1 quarter of play. You're listening to Dakota State football here on the flagship station of DSU Athletics, Jammin' Country 103.1.
Summer merchandise must go at Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel in downtown Madison. Stan's is having a huge summer inventory sale. Everything with a yellow take is 75% off store-wide. Also at Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel, fall merchandise is arriving daily. Stan's is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Thursday till 7, and Saturday, 8:30 to 5. Shop Stan's where service comes first.
Fashions and makeup statements, Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel.
Heartland Consumers Power District would like to wish the Dakota State Trojans good luck this season. This is Casey Crabtree, Heartland's Director of Economic Development. I'm excited to work with businesses here in Madison to help them grow and thrive. If you're looking to expand your business or in need of low-interest financing, give me a call at 256-6536. Heartland is proud to deliver reliable energy and services to the city of Madison. We believe in the power of forward thinking and want to be your trusted community partner and leader in our industry. Good luck, Trojans.
Welcome back to Trojan Field. Let's go downstairs. Paul, this is certainly not the beginning Coach Anderson wanted.
Yeah, it is definitely not the way that the team and Coach Anderson wanted to get off to as well. A lot of players staying composed thus far and want to get out to a good start on this next offensive drive.
Della's pooch kick hits at the 19, takes a bounce in the air where Mitchell Galloway will pick it up. He'll advance it up to the 24-yard line. So a return of 5 yards in the play, and Mitchell Galloway, Coach Cornet, is down following that kickoff.
Yeah, it would appear it's a knee. Tough to say from here this early. But yeah, he did not get up after that tackle.
Guys, it looked like he took a bit of a high shot as well, maybe around the rib cage area of sorts. And also coming into this game, Dakota State University also down an athletic trainer. Speaking with Kim Leibel, she's the one that took a hit on the sideline last week. She was laughing it off, but looks like diagnosis of a completely torn ACL and a partial tour of her MCL as Dakota State down a trainer into this game and probably for the rest of the season.
Well, Paul, we can certainly say that she's a gamer then, correct?
Absolutely, she is. You know, she's still down on the sideline. I mean, she's on the trainer table right now. She's still able to walk around fairly lightly. But, yeah, she's doing all right. We'll say that.
That epitomizes what an athletic trainer and how tough they are, folks. You just heard Paul say what kind of an injury she suffered last week when she was rolled into. So here we go. Start second quarter of play. GSN Insurance first down at the Dakota State 24-yard line. Jared Richardson, low snap, picks it up. Brody tries the outside, has a little bit of a hole, breaks some tackle, and then he's held on. Coaching staff wants a horse collar. I don't think we're going to get it.
Yeah,
Brody.
He had the jersey. He didn't have the shoulder pads. It was a good tackle.
So Brody gets it out to the 31-yard line. A gain of 7 on the play. Brings up second down and a long 3 for the Trojans. Down 21-0. Here's Brody. Starts left. Cuts right, back left. And might have picked up a yard as he dances through that hole on the left side of the offensive line, guys.
Looking at a long 3 here.
So 3rd and 3 at the Trojan 31. Richardson back to pass. Fires over the middle. Too strong. He had a man wide open. That was Connor Teal, sophomore out of Colton, South Dakota. And he just uncorked it through that laser, Coach, and a little too much juice on the ball that time.
Yeah, it was a well-thrown ball. Should have been caught, but yeah, you're right. It was a laser.
Line of scrimmage, the 31. Nielsen's punt hits at the 39, bounces, takes a bounce into Charger territory. Did not see. Well, it'll be Bauman that grabbed the ball at the 34-yard line. A return of 1 on the play. So a 44-yard punt by the freshman Caleb Nielsen, who coming into tonight's game leads the NAIA in punting average, just shy of 46 yards a punt.
It would appear our punt team has seen something with their return team, so it looks like we're trying to keep it low and out of the hands on a high punt.
So just a quick update on the sideline as well. Sorry to cut you off, Kevin, there, but it looks like
good.
Mitchell Galloway is going to be good to go. Next offensive series was getting his ribs looked at by the training staff.
Good.
Thank you, Paul. That's certainly good news. Handoff to Kwame Johnson. He has a huge hole off the left side, and we do have some laundry on the field as Marcus Vandenbosch gets up gingerly at the 41. That's where the yellow flag is resting. Johnson brought the ball all the way out near the 47-yard line, but it will go against, and I would assume potentially holding, Coach?
That's my guess. They're going to bring this ball back. They have the Briarcliff offense walking back. Oh. Personal foul.
Blocking below the waist from the spot of the foul, which was the 41. That'll bring it all the way back to the 26-yard line. So it's going to bring up 1st and about 20. They've got to get out to the 44-yard line. 1st and 18 from the 26-yard line. A long GSN Insurance first down. Brad Cagle looks over the Dakota State defense. Takes his time, talks to his running back behind him, and now we're going to get a flag thrown by our referee, Randy Hagedorn. False start. I believe it'll go against Kwame Johnson, the running back, as Cagle, the quarterback.
The running back was leaning, but I always thought that you have a chance to get yourself reset.
So 5 more yards. Now it's 1st and 24 yards back at the 20-yard line. Cagle, play action. Has the arm, goes down the left sidelines, and the pass over the head of the intended receiver. And we cannot see his number from here, but it was an uncatchable ball, incomplete. Will bring up 2nd down, and a nice jaunt down Highway 34 to Coleman, South Dakota, east of here. So the play being signaled in from the Briarcliff sidelines. 2nd down and 20. Receivers left and right. Cagle back to pass, rolling to his right. Fires on the run. Nice pass.
Well, it looks like we're going to get roughing the passer. That's a tough, close call there.
So they're going to call it against Ryan Dozer, the inside linebacker that got a late hit on Brad Cagle, the Briarcliff quarterback, and with that personal foul, automatic first down.
Yes.
Out to the 49-yard line. So that penalty and the reception of the catch out to the 49. They pick up 26 yards. Kwame Johnson, handoff, nearly fumbles it. Johnson still on his feet, pushing the pile into Dakota State territory, down to the 46-yard line before he's finally tackled by Colbert and Dozer. Michael Cleveland in there as well from his cornerback position. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5 from the Dakota State 46. Cagle on the snap, rolling to his right. Looking downfield, being chased. Backey had him, got out of the tackle, and Cagle dances down the sidelines to the 41-yard line.
That was a fake pitch to the far side, and he bootlegged out. Receivers were covered, and he did the wise thing and picked up the first down.
So he picks up 9 on the play, a GSN Insurance first down, as Dennis Wagner shifting in wide receivers. Rashad Brown comes in. Twin receivers left and right. Langan, the tailback behind Craigle. Bubble screen. And he's got his receiver down near the 38-yard line. The Dakota State bench wanted a hold.
That was Cleveland on the tackle. He fought through a block, came up and made the hit, only picked up 2.
Elijah Brown was the receiver that hauled in that short pass from Brad Cagle. 2nd down and 8. Clock running, 11:07 to go before halftime. 21-0 Briar Cliff. They owned the first quarter. Long count. Cagle looks to the sideline, changing plays. Here's a snap. Trojans bring pressure. Cagle fires. Has the receiver inside the 30, 25, down to the 21-yard line. Scampers Rashad Brown. Receiver out of Chicago, Illinois, 5'10", 175-pound sophomore. Cagle's a good one.
Very patient, picks out his receivers. It's a well-disciplined offense.
He's got a mammoth front line to protect him, averaging 324 pounds. Empty backfield. Cagle right up the middle on the quarterback draw. At the 20, 15, 10, looks for a block. 5, he's upended by Cleveland, who puts him in the air inside the 5 and dives down near the 2-yard line as he sliced inside the Case IH red zone, where it'll be 1st and goal, Briar Cliff, inside the Case IH red zone at the 2-yard line. For all your Case IH products, service, and equipment, head to Lake County International here in Madison. Here's a high snap. Cagle misses it. Kwame Brown drops it. He picks it up. Ball loose on the ground. One of the Trojans say they have it clear back outside the 15-yard line. And let's see what referee Randy Hagedorn says.
Guys, looks like also Marcus Vandenbosch down on the play as well.
Paul, did you get a chance to see who recovered the football?
It looked like Kwame Johnson was the one that came out with the recovery. Cagle was in there as well, but also one of the Dakota State players. I think it was Jeb Sanford on the play, and also one of the backup defensive ends for the Trojans coming in and making a play on that one as well.
Well, the center, Michael McGuire, snapped the ball over the head of his quarterback, Brad Cagle, who was in the pistol formation about 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Thank goodness he had a running back behind him, because Kwame Johnson, he actually grabbed it out of the air. He muffed it and then tried to pick it up on the ground before he was tackled and somehow brought it in. But it's a 2nd and goal all the way outside, or 2nd and goal now at the 17-yard line inside the Case IH red zone for Briar Cliff. Cagle at quarterback. Wants to throw, steps in the pocket and runs. Has room. Bypasses a couple of tackles, slides left, cuts right at the 5, goes into the end zone, and it's another touchdown Briar Cliff, this time on the legs of Brad Cagle, and we do not see any flags, or do we?
We do see some flags on the play.
So Cagle on the touchdown run. And the offensive line, Coach Cornet, for Briar Cliff, they are impressive. They are opening some mammoth-sized holes here tonight.
You know, that was a called pass play. He was able to tuck the ball, and he's pretty shifty, got around 3 defenders in for the touchdown.
So here's the extra point out of a Cagle hold. The spot is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 9:08 to go before halftime. It's all Briar Cliff tonight. The Chargers 28, the Trojans nothing. You're listening to Dakota State football here on Jammin' Country 103.1. We'll return to Trojan Field in 60 seconds.
At Great Western Bank, they know that champions play as one. One team with one goal. They also know that champions just don't happen. They are built with determination and the right mix of teammates. You can count on Great Western Bank as a trustworthy teammate that will go the extra mile to help you win. To learn more, visit your nearest branch today in Coleman, Del Rapids, Hartford, Lenox, and Madison. Great Western Bank, making life great. Member FDIC.
Better crops from better seed. We have every kind you need. Planting your future. Mustang Seeds.
Mustang Seeds, proven performance, top-notch service that area producers have come to expect. Mustang Seeds is known for high yields and having farming operations get the maximum potential yield. The best choice for your farming operation, Mustang Seeds.
Planting your future. Mustang Seeds.
Call 256-6529.
Welcome back to Trojan Field. Kevin Culhane, the coach Carlos Cornet, sideline analyst Paul Vold, and our in-game producer Mason Vilhauer. Here it's David Bond on Stephen Della's kickoff at the 12, and he doesn't have a lot of running room at all, Coach.
I tell you,
Gets it out near the 16-yard line. A return of only 4 yards.
He had very good hang time on that kickoff, which gave Briar Cliff the ability to cover that kick.
Coach, you've got 2nd and goal back outside the red zone at the 21-yard line, and they score on one play. Somewhat deflating.
Well, it can be. Right now, we just need to establish an offense right now. We haven't decided what we're going to do tonight. We're trying to run. Here's a very good run by the backup.
On the GSN Insurance first down, nice hole on the left side of the line. Running for the Trojans. And we're going to get his name in just a second because it's the first time he's played all season. Tanner Irwin, a freshman linebacker they list out of Yankton. Low snap, handoff. Irwin again puts his head down, bounces out to the 32-yard line. So the freshman out of Yankton via Scotland High School, I do believe. We'll check that. And he makes it 2nd down and 7 at the 31-yard line. Trojans moving right to left here in the second quarter. Richardson back to pass, fires in the flats. Had a man, couldn't hang on. Pass was intended for Baylor Harding. Defending on the play was Markel Roby, who already has a 75-yard pick six back in the first quarter. 3rd down and 7 facing the Trojans. We need to move the chains here a little bit. Jared back to pass, has time, fires. Mitchell Galloway at the 40, can't hang on, hit him in the hands. Would have been a first down. Instead, it's another punting situation for Caleb Nielsen.
That was the 7th time. 7 passes. We've had 2 hands on the ball, and we can't look it in. I tell you right now, we're going to have to concentrate to get back in this ball game.
Plays like that give coaches gray hair. Here's Nielsen. He's going to rugby style the kick, and it gets a great bounce at the 28, all the way down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
65-yard punt.
A 65-yard punt for Caleb Nielsen, true freshman. And as we said, Caleb, the top punter in the NAIA, coming into tonight's ball game, and punts like that certainly will maintain that average. But Briar Cliff in control, leading 28-0 with 7:53 to go before halftime, has the football with a GSN Insurance first down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Wide receivers left and right. Kwame Johnson off to the left shoulder of Brad Cagle, the quarterback, in the pistol. Play action, back to pass. Fires the go pattern down the sidelines. He's got his man at the 50, 45, 40, 30, 25, 20. It's a foot race. At the 10, 5, still on his feet and knocked out of bounds.
That ball was placed between two defensive backs. Cleveland was on the inside, and then we had one of the twins, Sanford twins, Wyatt, on the outside, and the ball was placed right between the two.
An 86-yard completion. Inside the red zone, 1st and goal, Briar Cliff at the 5-yard line. Trojans show blitz. Little slant in, has a man who dives into the end zone, breaks the plane, and the touchdown goes to the Chargers. Coming in the slant pattern, Elijah Brown, Coach Cornet, and now 34-0 awaiting the Steve Della kick. And Paul, wow, that's about all I can say is wow.
Yeah, the same consensus down here on the field as well, Kevin. Just not a whole lot either team can do. The offense for Briar Cliff has no real sense of pressure of any time. Cagle's got all the time in the world back there and just executing this offense to a T.
Steve Della's extra point is up, and it is good. 7:06 to go. Briar Cliff 35, Dakota State nothing. This is Dakota State football on Jammin' Country 103.1. We'll return to Trojan Field here in Madison in 60 seconds.
Heartland Consumers Power District would like to wish the Dakota State Trojans good luck this season. This is Casey Crabtree, Heartland's Director of Economic Development. I'm excited to work with businesses here in Madison to help them grow and thrive. If you're looking to expand your business or in need of low-interest financing, give me a call at 256-6536. Heartland is proud to deliver reliable energy and services to the city of Madison. We believe in the power of forward thinking and want to be your trusted community partner and leader in our industry. Good luck, Trojans.
Summer merchandise must go at Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel in downtown Madison. Stan's is having a huge summer inventory sale. Everything with a yellow tag is 75% off store-wide. Also at Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel, fall merchandise is arriving daily. Stan's is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Thursday till 7, and Saturday, 8:30 to 5. Shop Stan's where service comes first.
Fashions that make a statement. Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel.
Back to Trojan Field, Stephen Della's kickoff, end over end at the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, Mason Layton. And he's tripped up at the 30, and Coach, he might have had a seam up that far sideline. Needed to get by one more defender. And I couldn't tell you who tripped him up, but they got him by the ankles. And that brought Mason down. Otherwise, he would still be on his way to pay dirt.
He has a knack to find in finding the hole. He's just quick, fluid. He has great vision of the field. He's just very impressive.
So we got to get some points, guys. Here we go. GSN Insurance first down at the Trojan 29-yard line. Trip receivers to the near side. Brody Frederickson 5 yards behind. Jared Richardson behind center. Jared back to pass. Has Bond. He's got it at the 35. Breaks a tackle with a stiff arm. 40. And falls forward out of bounds at the 41-yard line. And that'll be enough for a GSN Insurance first down.
That was a very good timing route. Right when he was breaking to the outside, the ball was there.
So, 1st and 10. Richardson wants to throw. Back, has time, finds it right over the middle inside Charger territory. Had his man at the 47-yard line. And again, Coach, we just couldn't hang on. That was sophomore wideout Connor Teal.
Very good place ball. Again, we had two hands on it. We just weren't able to haul it in.
Got to make those. Formation, trips wide right. Handoff, Frederickson. Brody tries the right-hand side. Has room. Starts left, cuts right. Down the sidelines, tiptoeing his way into Charger territory at the 45-40, 35, and he dances out of bounds. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 44, but still enough to move the chains, and another GSN Insurance first down. Richardson, handoff to Frederickson. Brody, left side, and he gets to the 43 before he's spun down there by inside linebacker Peyton Bailey out of Vacaville, California. So a short gain of 1 on the play, Coach, 2nd and 9.
Yep. Still into that read offense, which we run very well. I can see him pulling out and putting the ball in the end zone here. Right here, he's going for it.
Jared to Bond. Hey, nice grab by our wideout, David Bond, the junior from Newport Richey, Florida. He stretched out, gave up his body, got it with his hands. Coach, you got to be proud of that catch.
I'm happy that we could haul that ball in. That was another, just a laser. He throws the ball very well. Good catch.
And now we're going to get a timeout on the field by Dennis Wagner and Briar Cliff. 5:17 to go before halftime. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout as well. Briar Cliff 35, Dakota State nothing, but the Trojans in Charger territory will return to Trojan Field in Madison right after this.
Your local Helena in Madison offers options for nearly every input used in production agriculture, including fertilizers, seeds from Wensman and NK, crop protection, agro-intelligent precision programs, and many other producer services. Their sales reps are knowledgeable experts and provide solutions that give growers the best return on investment. And their custom applications are safe, efficient, and make sure the job gets done right. Helena of Madison is proud to support area farmers. Give the folks at Helena a call today, 605-256-3973. Helena of Madison, people, products, knowledge. Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in seed technology, as well as plant protection and nutrition. Wilbur Ellis, located in Chester, South Dakota, providing Asgrow and DeKalb brands, various field applications, and local plot data, can provide you with expert advice for your acres. Grow smart and reduce loss. Let Wilbur Ellis address your challenges. Contact your Wilbur Ellis representative at 489-2171. At Wilbur Ellis, they never stop looking ahead.
Welcome back to Trojan Field on 3rd down and 3. Here's the naked bootleg by Jared Richardson. Coach Cornet, the former quarterback, the Hot Spring Bison next to me. You love that play.
It was a very good read, and it was a nice pickup of about 10.
So another GSN Insurance first down. Ball at the Charger 29-yard line. Now a new play being signaled in from the sidelines. Jared barking out to Mason Layton, slotted to the right. Quick bubble screen to Mason. He one-hops it, however. Pass incomplete. bring up second down and 10. But if nothing else, Paul, we've got some offense going here, getting some consistency finally as we find ourselves in Briar Cliff territory.
Starting to get a little bit more opening with the playbook instead of trying to force throws and also try to get Brody Frederickson open. You see the bootleg from Jared Richardson on that previous play to kind of open things up a little bit further.
Here's Brody Frederickson, bounced inside and out. Cuts to the outside, spins 30, 25, and near the Case IH red zone goes Brody Frederickson. And he's going to be just inside the Case IH red zone for top-notch service on your Case IH equipment this fall. Stop into Lake County International in Madison. See Jeff or Tom Bloom, the rest of the sales staff. Great supporters of area communities and activities. Here's Brody, tries the left side, keeps his leg churning, and we're going to get a flag by the head linesman. Out of bounds, actually.
Yeah, on the snap of the ball, the flag went up. I'm thinking that a receiver was covered.
Paul, we didn't hear what our referee Randy Hagedorn said what the penalty was.
It was offsides on the defense, so they're going to give him another 5 yards and also a first down.
Excellent.
So we'll move the ball that much closer to pay dirt. Now inside the 15-yard line, Case IH red zone, and it's another GSN Insurance first down. No account too big or too small. Call Scott and Nancy Gusso today at 556-0242. GSN Insurance first down. Back to pass, Jared Richardson in the flats. He's got Mason Layton. Mason in front of the defender, hauls it in, and he's ridden hard out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Brought down defensively on the play, Michael Williams. But Mason showing his talents, and we know that young man has glue for hands.
He does bring the ball in well, and, you know, he's dangerous after the catch also.
So it's second down, and now we're going to get a timeout called by head coach Josh Anderson. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout as well. 3:09 to go before halftime. Briar Cliff 35, the Trojans 0, but we're advancing the football just outside the 10-yard line. We'll return to Trojan Field in 30 seconds here on Jammin' Country 103.1.
Taco John's presents Olay the Day Pep Talk.
Boys, this halftime score is not indicative of our talent level. We're a lot closer than I thought we'd be, and old coach has just the thing to get us over the hump. Street tacos from Taco John's. You can get them with chicken or new sirloin steak or pork carnitas. That's a triple option of awesomeness. Let's go get some.
Get 3 street tacos for just $5 at Taco John's.
Hustle up, boys. If we leave now, we can be back for the fourth quarter.
Olay the Day at Taco John's.
Back to Trojan Field, broadcasting live from the Helena broadcast booth here at Trojan Field on Egg Bowl 3. Scat back, Brody Frederickson dancing inside the 10. He might have gotten maybe a yard, Coach. Paul, that's down in your territory. I don't think Brody got anything, did he?
No, it was very close to getting a yard at most, but looks like they just put it back at the line of scrimmage where last spotted.
Third down and 5, ball at the 10, inside the Case IH red zone. Jared, back to pass, looking left, fires end zone between two defenders. He wanted David Bond, and David very well covered defensively by the two cornerbacks from Briar Cliff, Coach.
Yep, they were covering him very well. The free safety came up. He had nowhere to go, nowhere to pass it either, so it was a wise throw out of bounds.
So it's 4th down and 7. And we're going to go for it here with 2:30 to go before intermission. Twin receivers left. Frederickson in the backfield. Brody. And to Jared, he backs up, throws it on the crossing pattern. Trevor Lishman. Oh, Trev. Had it in his hands, Coach. Dropped another one.
Yep. Good opportunity for the Trojans right there. It's frustrating. However, you got to get your head back up. Got to stop the ball. You got to stop the Briarcliff offense here with 2:25 to go in the first half.
So we come up empty on that drive inside the Case IH red zone. Now it'll be a GSN Insurance first down for Briarcliff. And they're heading left to right here with 2:25 to go and 90 yards to pay dirt. Handoff, Kwame Johnson starts right, cuts back left, puts his head down into the pile, goes Kwame, and he'll get out near the 15-yard line. 16-yard line, a gain of 6. 2nd and 4 as we approach the 2-minute mark of the first half. Receivers left and right. Langen now the running back behind Cagle. Quick fire into the left flats. Has his receiver. Breaks a tackle at the 30-35. Out near the 40-yard line. Gain of 20. I believe it was Elijah Brown on the reception. But again, we apologize. Briarcliff has white uniforms and white numbers. So, it's a GSN Insurance first down at their own 40-yard line. Twin receivers to the near side. Handoff to the running back. We believe it's Langen. And he'll push the pile behind that monstrous 325-pound average offensive line out near the 46-yard line. Clock running, 1:09 and counting. Chargers coaching that hurry-up offense.
Very much like Wesleyan's offense, very much like our offense. The ball is set, and they're ready to go.
Trojans show blitz.
Bootleg.
Here's Cagle. Dashes between two defenders, and he's got a whole lot of running room. 50, 45, 40, 35, 30-yard line into Dakota State territory. Scrambles Brad Cagle, and he had 3 yellow-shirted defenders that he split the pyramid and had nothing but real estate, green grass in front of him.
We did have, penetration, but he was able to get through it and pick up some big yardage.
GSN Insurance first down at the Dakota State 31-yard line with 45 seconds to go. We got to keep him out of the end zone, guys. Twin receivers left and right. Cagle back to pass, rolls to his right, fires deep down the field, and wow, what a grab that would have been. Elijah Brown between 2 defenders, Wyatt and Michael Cleveland. Wyatt Sanford and Michael Cleveland, and Elijah Brown nearly with a Randy Moss-esque like grab with one hand, nearly pulled it in for a touchdown.
I'm so impressed right now with this Cagle. He runs the ball well. He makes wise decisions offensively. And, he's getting good protection back there. I'm not surprised.
2nd and 10. Neither am I, Coach. 2nd and 10. Here comes pressure. Cagle steps up, rolls to his right. Just throws the ball away. Kurt Bakey was right there breathing down his neck. And Brad Cagle could not only hear it, but smell the perspiration coming from Bakey, and he throws the football away, nearly sacked on the play.
This quick offense by Briarcliff is no surprise for the Trojans, and we're trying to make substitutions a little bit more than last weekend, but we are gassed.
Alex Bolche checks in defensively for the Trojans. Here comes the blitz. Cagle running for his life. Fires deep toward the end zone. Incomplete through the hands of his intended receiver as he knocked down the pylons, but a flag on the far side. And Paul, I couldn't really see what the flag might be for, but maybe you can fill us in.
Yeah, I didn't really get a look at the play either on the far side of the field.
Defense, offsides.
So offsides, Paul, on LeVar Colbert. 5-yard penalty. The good news, Paul, is it's not an automatic first down.
This is very true as well. Also a nice play on the defensive backside of the play from Josiah Kelly, and also make that Wyatt Sanford on that pass breakup.
Trojans show blitz again, and now we've got movement on the line, and flags fly.
Procedure.
Michael Cleveland, Paul, in front of you, looking to help out the head linesman right there.
It's got to be a false start. Michael Cleveland got the receiver to move on the play.
So the 5 yards they picked up on the previous penalty will just bring that back to the 31-yard line, where it's going to be 3rd down and 10. Briar Cliff wants a timeout with 26 seconds to go. And we're going to take a quick 30-second break ourselves. We'll return to Trojan Field right after this on Jammin' Country 103.1 in 30 seconds.
Your local Helena in Madison offers options for nearly every input used in production agriculture, including fertilizers, seeds from Wensman and NK, crop protection, agro-intelligent precision programs, and many other producer services. Their sales reps are knowledgeable experts and provide solutions that give growers the best return on investment. And their custom applications are safe, efficient, and make sure the job gets done right. Helena of Madison is proud to support area farmers. Give the folks at Helena a call today, 605-256-3973. Helena of Madison, people, products, knowledge.
Welcome back to Trojan Field, and here we go, 26 seconds before halftime, 35-0, and Coach got to keep the Chargers out of the end zone.
Yeah, it's very important that we hold here. 26 seconds, 3rd and 10. You know that they're going to try a draw or a pass. Obviously, we've got motion in the backfield.
Here's Craigle back to pass, little screen pass to his tight end at the 25-20 inside the Case IH red zone, splits the seam down the middle, 15-10, and down inside the 5.
That was set up very nice, and that is one big tight end.
And I could not get his number.
2.
Paul, that was in your vicinity.
Yes, it was the backup tight end number 82. That would be Tyler French on the reception. You can call that one a check down, I would say.
Looked like we were coming on that play.
We were bringing the kitchen sink, as they say. What it does, it moves the ball to the 5-yard line inside the Case IH red zone. Want equipment that's both powerful and efficient. It's available, and it's only in red, folks, at your Case IH dealer. Lake County International in Madison. Stop out on West Highway 34. Stop in, see Jeff or Tom Bloom or other staff members. They are excellent at what they do and outstanding supporters. In fact, one of the major supporters, and Jeff Bloom, one of the co-founders of the Ag Bowl. And here we go. 15 seconds. GSN Insurance, 1st and goal from the 5. Cagle rolling right. Fires at the back of the end zone. Has his tight end, and he's out of bounds. Stepped out of the back of the end zone. Thank goodness, Paul, you were right there.
Yeah, forcing him out of the back of the end zone of the defensive back for the Trojans. Also, I think the tight end there just lost sight of where he was in the back of the end zone.
Coach Cornet, look at the size of that tight end. Folks, he's got to be 6'7" and 3 something.
Oh, easy.
Tight formation. 2nd and goal from the 5. Cagle, back to pass, slant in, incomplete. He had a man, but I'll tell you what, defensively, credit Makai Davis. He did a great job, step for step. Got a hand in there, deflected the football away, and the ball falls harmlessly into the end zone. Brings up 3rd and goal from the 5. 6 seconds to go. And this may be the final play. Big play defensively, gentlemen, right here. Receivers left and right. Keep an eye on your tight end. Cagle lofts it up, timing pattern. Corner of the end zone, incomplete. Great defense.
They're going to kick a field goal here.
Again, it's Makai Davis. They've tested him twice, and they came up with 2 outstanding defensive plays. And 2 seconds to go on the clock. So Steve Della in to attempt the spot of the ball at the 12, add 10. A 22-yard field goal out of a Brad Cagle hold. Here's a snap. The spot is down. The kick is up. And the kick is no good. Well, the football god shining down on us here as the final 2 seconds tick away as Steve Della misses from 22 yards out. But at halftime, Briar Cliff leads our Dakota State Trojans in Egg Bowl number 3 by the score of 35-0. Stay tuned. Coming up, it's the Wilbur Ellis Trojan Halftime Show. You're listening to Dakota State football on your flagship station for DSU athletics during the 2018-19 season. Jammin' Country, 103.1 here in Madison.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in seed technology, as well as plant protection and nutrition. Wilbur Ellis, located in Chester, South Dakota, providing As Grow and DeKalb brands, various field applications, and local plot data, can provide you with expert advice for your acres. Grow smart and reduce loss. Let Wilbur Ellis address your challenges. Contact your Wilbur Ellis representative at 489-2171. At Wilbur Ellis, they never stop looking ahead.
Cam Schaefer here from Sporty's Bar and Grill in downtown Madison, and we are now open for lunch Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Be sure to check out our lunch specials featuring 50-cent wings and $1 off all burgers on Wednesdays. Thursdays we have $1 off all Philly cheesesteaks, and Fridays are 50-cent wings and $8 Chiswick baskets with fries. Check us out on Facebook or call 605-556-2257 for to-go orders, or stop in for daily food and drink specials at Sporty's Bar and Grill in downtown Madison.
Taco John's presents Olay the Day Pep Talks.
Boys, this halftime score is not indicative of our talent level. We're a lot closer than I thought we'd be, and old Coach has just the thing to get us over the hump. Street tacos from Taco John's. You can get them with chicken, or new sirloin steak, or pork carnitas. That's a triple option of awesomeness. Let's go get some.
Get 3 street tacos for just $5 at Taco John's.
Hustle up, boys. If we leave now, we can be back for the fourth quarter.
Olay the Day at Taco John's.
Your local Helena in Madison offers options for nearly every input used in production agriculture, including fertilizers, seeds from Wensman and NK, crop protection, agro-intelligent precision program, and many other producer services. Their sales reps are knowledgeable experts and provide solutions that give growers the best return on investment. And their custom applications are safe, efficient, and make sure the job gets done right. Helena of Madison is proud to support area farmers. Give the folks at Helena a call today, 605-256-3973. Helena of Madison, people, products, knowledge. Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in seed technology, as well as plant protection and nutrition. Wilbur Ellis, located in Chester, South Dakota, providing As Grow and DeKalb brands, various field applications, and local plot data, can provide you with expert advice for your acres. Grow smart and reduce loss. Let Wilbur Ellis address your challenges. Contact your Wilbur Ellis representative at 489-2171. At Wilbur Ellis, they never stop looking ahead.
Hi, this is Scott Parsley, candidate for District 8 Senate, and I want to wish the Trojans the best in tonight's Ag Bowl. I'd like to congratulate Dennis and Donna Rentz on being chosen honorary captains for tonight's Ag Bowl game. Their commitment to agriculture and the greater Madison community is an example for all of us. Again, good luck to the Trojans tonight and for the rest of the season, and congratulations to the Wrenches. Paid for by Scott Parsley for Senate.
Welcome back to Trojan Field. We are at halftime in Egg Bowl number 3. the third annual Ag Bowl, and just on the field just now honoring our ag producers and, more importantly, our ag sponsors that helped to organize and put this event on. So congratulations to our ag producers and ag businesses in and around the Madison area for coming together and to support and help sponsor Ag Bowl 3. We welcome you to the Wilbur Ellis Trojan Halftime Show. Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in plant protection, plant nutrition, and seed technology. We invite you to contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis in Chester, South Dakota. Well, Coach, halftime, the score 35-0, and this has been a game that really I look at it and say that the difference in this ball game, offensive line versus our defensive line. Brad Cagle, who is an exceptional quarterback, has had an unbelievable amount of time as well.
I agree. That Cagle, he can pass, he can run, and I guess he checked off there on that tight end screen right before half. He's a very patient, polished quarterback, and again, 300-plus pound lineman in front of you. You can't help but have confidence.
He's got some very talented wideouts too, though.
That's true. They are playmakers. If they get that ball, they're going to turn it upfield. And he just has a very good running back. They have a very good rushing attack. 126 yards rushing offense in that first half. Cagle passed for 257 yards also in that first half. Very impressive offensively and defensively. They're giving us a 10, 12, 15-yard pass. We're just unable to bring the ball in. So
that's kind of been the first half. It was Briar Cliff jumping out on top after one quarter of play, 21-0. The big play on that one, 75-yard pick six by Markel Roby off of Jared Anderson errant throw.
You know, you have to look at the character of Jared. He bounces back. He's not. He doesn't hesitate. He knows the offense. I feel confident that he's going to finish the night on a positive note. 35 points in a half. That's a lot, but you know, they put up 35 points. So I'm very confident that we can come back and play a much better second half.
Well, we're gonna take a break in just a moment. We're gonna go downstairs, Paul. Your assessment, you've been down there on the field near the Trojan bench in the first half. Your assessment of the first two quarters of play.
You know, the first two quarters of play, it started off not the greatest for Dakota State. There were a couple of glimpses, especially towards the end of the first half, where Dakota State's offense was really starting to go, and especially with the defense backed up there in the end zone and forcing the field goal and then the ultimately missed field goal by Briar Cliff, though a few drives just did not go their way. After that interception from Jared Richardson, it just really seemed that Briar Cliff really took over, not a lot of pressure out on the field for the Trojan defense as they were able to get rid of the ball fairly quickly.
So, I you know, if anything else, guys, and I'm not trying to be trivial when I say this, but Stephen Della misses that 22-yard field goal, Paul, that was down there in your vicinity, and Coach Cornet as well. That's got to give you just a little bit of momentum going into halftime.
Well, like I mentioned, offensively, we've dropped 8 passes that are positive yard passes. He does throw a laser. However, you know, he does that in practice also. So it's nothing that our receivers aren't used to.
So we're going to take this 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll hopefully we'll have our we'll take a look at our first half stats, and then Paul will be looking for DSU Athletic Director Jeff Dittman as well. And this week inside Dakota State. That's still ahead on the Wilbur Ellis Trojan Halftime Show. Wilbur Ellis, leading provider of innovative solutions in plant protection, plant nutrition, and seed technology. You're listening to the Wilbur Ellis Halftime Show here on Jammin' Country 103.1.
Heartland Consumers Power District would like to wish the Dakota State Trojans good luck this season. This is Casey Crabtree, Heartland's Director of Economic Development. I'm excited to work with businesses here in Madison to help them grow and thrive. If you're looking to expand your business or in need of low-interest financing, give me a call at 256-6536. Heartland is proud to deliver reliable energy and services to the city of Madison. We believe in the power of forward thinking and want to be your trusted community partner and leader in our industry. Good luck, Trojans.
Every good season starts with one great deal. Get yours today at F&M Co-op Oil with Go Harvest Rewards. Going on right now at F&M Co-op Oil, your certified Firestone 8 tire dealer. Stop in before September 30th and buy 2 or more Firestone 8 tires for one big instant discount. These opportunities don't come around often, so get into F&M Co-op Oil to take advantage of Go Harvest Rewards. Terms, conditions, and limitations apply. For full details, visit Firestone8.com or contact F&M Co-op Oil to learn more.
Welcome back to the Trojan Halftime Show, joined now by Jeff Bloom and Jeff Dittman, the co-founders of the Ag Bowl. That's coming up next Thursday night here in Madison. Gentlemen, let's talk a little bit about the Ag Bowl, and let's talk a little bit about the history of it, why we decided to put this together, and let's talk about some of the activities associated with the Ag Bowl coming up next week.
Sure. I guess Jeff and I got together 4 years ago and decided that we needed a way to maybe honor or recognize the local ag producers in the area. We understand that the agriculture is the number one economy in not only our state but our local area, and just a way to bring the college and bring college sports together with our ag producers, just a way to bring them together and have a fun night out.
It's a great evening.
We'll go back to our interview now with Jeff Dittman and Jeff Bloom back at the studios, Mason. We'll continue with that interview.
Summer merchandise must go at Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel in downtown Madison. Stan's is having a huge summer inventory sale. Everything with a yellow tag is 75% off store-wide. Also at Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel, fall merchandise is arriving daily. Stan's is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Thursday till 7, and Saturday, 8:30 to 5. Shop Stan's where service comes first.
Fashions that make a statement. Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel.
Heartland Consumers Power District would like to wish the Dakota State Trojans good luck this season. This is Casey Crabtree, Heartland's Director of Economic Development. I'm excited to work with businesses here in Madison to help them grow and thrive. If you're looking to expand your business or in need of low-interest financing, give me a call at 256-6536. Heartland is proud to deliver reliable energy and services to the city of Madison. We believe in the power of forward thinking and want to be your trusted community partner and leader in our industry. Good luck, Trojans.
All right, welcome back to Trojan Field here at the Wilbur Ellis Halftime Show. We're getting things worked out here on Ag Bowl 3. Let's go downstairs. Paul standing by. You've got Athletic Director Jeff Dittman, one of the co-founders of the Ag Bowl, along with Jeff Bloom. Take her away, my friend.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Now down here on the field, or down on the sideline, I should say, with Athletic Director for Dakota State University, Jeff Dittman. And we see you running around quite a bit, making sure everything's running all right. Got to be happy with the turnout this evening for the Ag Bowl.
This is a special evening. We've had great support from the agricultural businesses and the families in the region, and In Egg Bowl 3, we just feel like it continues to grow, and we're really appreciative of everything that people are doing. And so it's a great night for us. And the weather turned out to be perfect when the beginning of the week looked a little tough. So everything's great right now except maybe the score.
And speaking of that score, we'll talk about that a little bit more here at halftime, but as well with the great amount of the community involvement to bring this all together, not just Dakota State University, but all the ag producers, the city of Madison as well, really all came together now in the third year as part of the Ag Bowl.
It really has. We had a great crowd last year when we played Dakota Wesleyan, but you're always going to have a great crowd for that night. But we've got 21 ag sponsors for us, and again, we know we fed at least 1,000 people in the tailgate, and we really want to thank Terry Schultz and Kelly and those guys who did all the cooking for us today from Mustang Seeds. And again, it's an event that really isn't topped by anything that we do at Dakota State. It's the biggest crowd we ever have for a ball game, and it's really one of the most enjoyable evenings that we can have.
And now looking into the third year of the Ag Bowl, I know it's still going on right now, but I'm sure there's probably a few more ideas cooking up maybe for next year, maybe expand a little bit further. Anything kind of tripping your trigger right now?
Well, I know that we have other businesses that have already contacted us to say they want to be a part of it. Again, I don't know how much more we can grow, but we're really happy with the idea that maybe someday we'll have 6,000 or 7,000 or 8,000 coming to a ball game for Ag Bowl. So it's just, I think it's going to continue to grow.
Thank you very much, Def. Appreciate your time as always.
All right, thank you. Appreciate all you guys do to support us.
Dakota State University Athletic Director Jeff Jittman joins us as we go inside Dakota State University. Kevin, Carlos, back up to you.
All right, Paul, thank you very much. Great job, my friend, with Athletic Director Jeff Jittman. We're going to take a quick 2-minute timeout. When we come back, Paul will be visiting with Trojan head coach Josh Anderson. That's coming up next here on the Wilbur Ellis Halftime Show.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in seed technology, as well as plant protection and nutrition. Wilbur Ellis, located in Chester, South Dakota, providing Asgrow and DeKalb brands, various field applications, and local plot data, can provide you with expert advice for your acres. Grow smart and reduce loss. Let Wilbur Ellis address your challenges. Contact your Wilbur Ellis representative at 489-2171. At Wilbur Ellis, they never stop looking ahead.
At Great Western Bank, they know that champions play as one. One team with one goal. They also know that champions just don't happen. They are built with determination and the right mix of teammates. You can count on Great Western Bank as a trustworthy teammate that will go the extra mile to help you win. To learn more, visit your nearest branch today in Coleman, Del Rapids, Hartford, Lenox, and Madison. Great Western Bank, making life great. Member FDIC.
Better crops from better seed. We have every kind you need. Planting your future. Mustang Seeds.
Mustang Seeds, proven performance, top-notch service that area producers have come to expect. Mustang Seeds is known for high yields and having farming operations get the maximum potential yield. The best choice for your farming operation, Mustang Seeds.
Planting your future. Mustang Seeds.
Call 256-6529.
Taco John's presents Olay the Day Pep Talks.
Boys, this halftime score is not indicative of our talent level. We're a lot closer than I thought we'd be, and old Coach has just the thing to get us over the hump. Street tacos from Taco John's. You can get them with chicken, or new sirloin steak, or pork carnitas. That's a triple option of awesomeness. Let's go get some.
Get 3 street tacos for just $5 at Taco John's.
Hustle up, boys. If we leave now, we can be back for the fourth quarter.
Olay the Day at Taco John's.
Welcome back to Trojan Field. Let's go downstairs. Paul Vold standing by with Trojan head coach Josh Anderson.
Like Kevin just said, down on the field with Dakota State University head football coach Josh Anderson coming out of the locker room. He had just 2 words to say. They're good. And just looking at the start of that, at the end of that first half, really started to see a couple things come together, but overall, a lot of things to take away from that first half.
Well, they're going to load the box. We've been seeing that. We've been practicing that. We knew that was going to happen. We knew we were going to have to throw the ball. I just never, in my mind, thought we were going to ever have 7 drops like that. It just ended up killing us. Kills drives, kills things, puts you behind the chains. Last week it was blocking and tackling. This week it's tackling and catching the ball. You know, we gotta execute. The plays are there. The reads are there. Jared's delivering the ball where he needs it. We just got to catch the ball.
Also saw at the end of the first half there, Coach, the offense again started to move the football a little bit more effectively, but at the same time, defense really came to show out in that second half, held them to that field goal chance, but also a missed field goal by Briarcliff.
Yeah, there's a lot of good things going on. It's just hard to see it through all this right now because, you know, they're thinking good. They're making big plays and they're making things happen. And so all we need to do is continue to get first downs. Before that last drive, we only had 1 first down in that entire first half. So, you know, and that's our own fault. It wasn't anything they were doing. They weren't knocking the ball down. We were just dropping it. And then, of course, if we want to get off the field defensively, we got to tackle.
Coach, we'll talk to you in the postgame. Thank you. Kevin, Carlos, back up to you.
All right, Paul, thank you very much. And, Coach, quickly, let's take a look at some of the first half stats.
Okay, first downs, Briarcliff had 14 first downs to Dakota State 7. Rushing yards, Briarcliff 128 yards on 22 carries. Dakota State 57 yards, 15 carries. Passing yards, Briarcliff passed for 257 yards to Dakota State's 85 yards. So it is very indicative of Briarcliff controlling the offense, controlling the ball, I should say. But when you have a Division I size offensive line, this team, like Coach said, is very good.
Boy, indeed they are. I'll tell you what. Indeed they are. So that's our Wilbur Ellis Trojan halftime show. Wilbur Ellis, a leading provider of innovative solutions in plant technology, plant nutrition, and seed technology. Contact our local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how you can maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis in Chester, South Dakota. We're set to begin the second half of play. Trojans will be kicking off. This is Caleb Nielsen standing back. And we're not quite sure because of the colors of the uniforms and numbers. But Nielsen's kick end over end taken at the 4 to the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, breaking tackles, 40, 45, one man to beat. Caleb Nielsen, he does, and he is going to go Briarcliff all the way, 96 yards, taking the opening kickoff. I believe, folks, it appears that it might have been Marcus Tappan. It's so hard to tell because of the white jerseys and white numbers. We could not see who caught the football. Either Ladarian Bauman was supposed to be back there, Derek Stevenson.
Well, they're bringing it back.
And that's a big sigh of relief for the Trojans.
Sometimes, you know, when it's wide open like that on a return or whatever, there has to be a hold, a block in the back or whatever. But it appears that he got sprung by one of his teammates blocking one of the Trojans in the back.
Paul, you had a bird's eye view down there. They did make some nice blocks, but the laundry came out, thank goodness.
A couple of, very close blocks that turned into a couple of holds, luckily enough for Dakota State, and the start of the second half, that kick return for the touchdown came back.
So it'll be a GSN Insurance first down for Briarcliff at their own 19-yard line. Brad Cagle at quarterback, handoff, first man through his running back, and Lagan is the running back. Short gain on the play, out to the 24. We're going to say 4 yards, second down, and 6. 35-0 Briarcliff. This is the final home game of a 2-game homestand. Last Saturday, losing our home opener to St. Ambrose. Handoff. This is Lagan again. Nice hole. Starts right, cuts left, 30-35. Stumbling and to the 35-yard line. That'll be enough, Coach Cornet, to move the chains and another GSN Insurance first down.
You know, our linebackers were coming on that play. We did penetrate. They were just able to keep their blocks, and that Langan is one quick running back.
So, two backs in the backfield with Brad Cagle at quarterback, twin receivers to the near side. Now they'll move Jeremiah Johnson into motion. Big handoff right up the middle to Langan at the 40, 45, 50 into Trojan territory at the 47-yard line.
They're getting to our linebackers also. They were able to get upfield and get their hats on our two linebackers there in the middle.
So GSN Insurance first down once again for Briar Cliff. Two receivers to the near side, one receiver wide left. We got some movement on the line, no flags. Quick little flare onto the left flats. Got a man. He is wrapped up and dropped on the far side. I think it was Alex Bolche that might have got him after a gain of 5 on the play. 4, we'll call it second down and 6. At the Dakota State 42-yard line. Same formation, offset I. Handoff to Langan, a big hole once again. 40, 35, turns his back and backs down to the 31-yard line. That's enough to move the chains. And another GSN Insurance first down. No account is too big or too small. They like them all. Call Scott and Nancy Gusso today at 556-0242. First and 10 at the 31 of Dakota State. Cagle, handoff. They'll keep it on the ground. This is Kwame Johnson, the running back, and he's going to get a lot of real estate near the first down marker. We'll see where they mark his forward progress at the 22-yard line. So a gain of 8 in the play, second down and 2, just outside the Case IH red zone. Tight formation. 2 running backs in the backfield. Second man through. Hit at behind the line of scrimmage and brought down. John Trout in on the tackle for loss. For Trout, this season, his 4th tackle for loss. 8.5 in his career here at Dakota State. A loss of 2 in the play. 3rd and 3.
You know, Kevin, we started 2 fresh cornerbacks here at the start of the second half. Keyshawn Rust, freshman out of Utah, and Josiah Kelly, again out of Utah.
Third down. Cagle, timing pattern, end zone. Ball is up in the air, and it is incomplete. So that will bring up a 4th down. Facing Briar Cliff with 10:43 to go. Chargers leading 35-0. Big play here, Paul, at this juncture of the football game.
Yeah, a really nice effort there by those 2 freshmen, those 2 new corners coming out. Josiah Kelly got beat on the coverage, but luckily enough, the receiver let the ball go right between his hands.
Fans make a noise here at Trojan Field. 4th and 4. Cagle at quarterback. Tight formation to the right. Quick flare. Left-hand side. Has a man. Has the first down and more. Starts right. Cuts left. Inside the 10. Right through the Case IH red zone. Down to the 7-yard line. And we'll try to see if we can see the number on that or not. And we're not going to be able to for Briar Cliff. But inside the Case IH red zone, first and goal. Handoff to Langan. He just pushes the pile right up behind that whole side of beef. Michael McGuire at 310. Kenny Tresvant at 400 pounds. Amari Beal, 330. And just to top it off, Corey Woodruff, 320. And then the little guy, Nelson Brockwell, left tackle, 260. What's up with that one?
They have a 6'3" tight end. Appears to be 275.
Straight ahead, nice hole. They'll go in between the huge mammoth guard and tackles on the right side, and that's going to be a touchdown. Kwame Johnson, I believe it is. Again, we can't see the numbers now because of darkness and white uniforms, white numerals.
It was Noah Yologan who got the carry for the touchdown there, guys.
Thank you, Paul.
Yeah, I will say as well, the numbers down here on the field, now from your guys' point of view upstairs.
So Langen on the scamper, the extra kick by Stephen Deli is up and good. And with 9:42 to go, third quarter, Briar Cliff extends its lead to 42-0. We'll return to Trojan Field in Madison in 60 seconds.
Hi, this is Scott Parsley, candidate for District 8 Senate, and I want to wish the Trojans the best in tonight's Ag Bowl. I'd like to congratulate Dennis and Donna Rentz on being chosen honorary captains for tonight's Ag Bowl game. Their commitment to agriculture and the greater Madison community is an example for all of us. Again, good luck to the Trojans tonight and for the rest of the season, and congratulations to the Wrenches. Paid for by Scott Parsley for Senate.
Summer merchandise must go at Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel in downtown Madison. Stan's is having a huge summer inventory sale. Everything with a yellow tag is 75% off store-wide. Also at Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel, fall merchandise is arriving daily. Stan's is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Thursday till 7, and Saturday, 8:30 to 5. Shop Stan's where service comes first.
Fashions that make a statement. Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel.
Back to Trojan Field in Madison, South Dakota, with the coach Carlos Cornet, sideline analyst Paul Vold, in-game producer Mason Vilhauer. I'm Kevin Colhane. Stephen Della's high end-over-end kick. Mitchell Galloway will call the fair catch at the 14-yard line. They'll move it out to the 25, and that's where the Trojans will take over, trailing 42-0. And now, guys, we got to get some offense generated here, and generated in a hurry.
Yeah, it looks like we're going with our starting unit again. Just have to be patient, have to pick up first downs. They need to control the clock. 9:42 to go in the quarter.
So 1st and 10, the GSN Insurance 1st and 10 for the Trojans at their own 25-yard line. Handoff, Frederickson, Brody, big hole, cuts back at the 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, into Charger territory, cuts to his right, still on his feet, 40, 35, 30, down inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. What a run by Brody Frederickson. 51 yards for the junior running back out of Madison High School here in Madison.
We touched upon that early in the game that the running back's going to have to run. Look for holes. They're not always going to be where they are designed.
Here's Brody again, straight ahead. This time he gets maybe past the line of scrimmage.
Picked up one. Maybe
so Brody picks up a little lightning in the bottle. Checking in the backfield is Cody Voss to the left of Jared Richardson. Jared, home run ball. Has Mason Layton. Wide open, spins at the 5 between two defenders and backs his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dakota State.
You know, he stepped up in the pocket. He had very good protection on that play. And it was a well-placed ball. But again, Layton made a very nice catch backing into the end zone with that play.
So Jared Richardson to his favorite wide receiver, Mason Layton. Mason does the rest, backs his way into the end zone from 5 yards out. He scores, and we await the extra point. Blocked. And it is blocked. So 8:36 to go, third quarter. It's Briar Cliff 42, Dakota State 6 will return to Trojan Field in 60 seconds on Jammin' Country 103.1.
Heartland Consumers Power District would like to wish the Dakota State Trojans good luck this season. This is Casey Crabtree, Heartland's Director of Economic Development. I'm excited to work with businesses here in Madison to help them grow and thrive. If you're looking to expand your business or are in need of low-interest financing, give me a call at 256-6536. Heartland is proud to deliver reliable energy and services to the city of Madison. We believe in the power of forward thinking and want to be your trusted community partner and leader in our industry. Good luck, Trojans.
At Great Western Bank, they know that champions play as one. One team with one goal. They also know that champions just don't happen. They are built with determination and the right mix of teammates. You can count on Great Western Bank as a trustworthy teammate that will go the extra mile to help you win. To learn more, visit your nearest branch today in Coleman, Del Rapids, Hartford, Lenox, and Madison. Great Western Bank, making life great. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Trojan Field. Well, Coach, we said we needed to get some points on the board, and we did. And that's a good sign.
Absolutely. And it kind of livened up the sidelines. They were moving slow before that, and now they're walking around, patting each other on the shoulder, trying to inspire each other.
Here's the kickoff, straight ahead. Got some running room in a big hole. At midfield, it's going to be a race. Caleb Nielsen, can he force him out of bounds? Turns the corner, has the angle, and he saves a touchdown, knocking him out of bounds at the Dakota State 20-yard line. A
Trojans down.
Yeah, guys, down on the field, looks like it was Josiah Kelly who got rolled up on, I think it was, on the return there from Briarcliff.
So Briarcliff returns the kickoff unofficially 73 yards, and they'll have it right at the red zone, Case IH red zone, with a GSN Insurance first down. Cagle, quarterback, takes a snap, hand off to Langen. He's hit, spins, drop, fumbles the football, loose on the turf. Was he down? That's the key. And it appears Paul BC picked it up.
It was a late fumble. I believe the whistle had blown.
It was very close as the runner was going down with the football. It might have popped out late. Kind of hard to tell from down here on the field, especially with the evening darkness.
So what you're saying is, can you tell us what number it was?
That's a no down here on the field.
There you go, my friend. We've got a whistle, stoppage of play, and Dennis Wagner, head coach of Briarcliff, didn't like what he saw, and he wants a timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well. 7:43 to go, third quarter. Briarcliff on top of our Trojans, 42-6. This is Jammin' Country 103.1, your flagship station for Dakota State Athletics.
Better crops from better seed. We have every kind you need. Planting your future. Mustang Seeds.
Mustang Seeds, proven performance, top-notch service that area producers have come to expect. Mustang Seeds is known for high yields and having farming operations get the maximum potential yield. The best choice for your farming operation, Mustang Seeds.
Planting your future, Mustang Seeds.
Call 256-6529.
Here we go, second down. Handoff is to Johnson, and he tries to turn the corner, Carlos. And good pursuit by the Trojan defense, strings him out, and actually a loss on the play.
Yeah, we had that outside contained. He had nowhere to go, basically.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and 9. The ball just inside the Case IH red zone at the 19-yard line. Brad Cagle at quarterback. He's gone the distance tonight. 2 receivers left, a single receiver right, back to pass. In the flats, has a man, and did he get in or did he step out of bounds? It's going to be short of the pylon. Or was it? Yes. It'll be down at the 5-yard line, so that'll be a GSN first down. First and goal, Briar Cliff at the Dakota State 5-yard line. 6:38 to go. Langen behind Cagle at quarterback. Here comes the pressure. Cagle rolling to his right, being chased, fires on the run. Between a defender, goes in, tight end, touchdown, Briar Cliff. The big tight end for the Chargers, Tyler French. They say 6'3", 260 out of Mobile, Alabama. No, folks, it's more like, I don't know, Paul. He was down in your vicinity of the neighborhood. I'm saying 6'6", and maybe 310.
That's a very fair assessment of that as well. That's a very generous 260 that they list him at.
The extra point by Steve Della out of a Brad Cagle hold is up and good. And the Trojans give up 6 more. It's now Briar Cliff 49 and the Trojans 6 with 6:25 to go. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. This is Dakota State football on Jammin' Country 103.1.
Taco John's presents Olay the Day Pep Talks.
Boys, this halftime score is not indicative of our talent level. We're a lot closer than I thought we'd be, and old coach has just the thing to get us over the hump. Street tacos from Taco John's. You can get them with chicken or new sirloin steak or pork carnitas. That's a triple option of awesomeness. Let's go get some.
Get 3 street tacos for just $5 at Taco John's.
Hustle up, boys. If we leave now, we can be back for the fourth quarter.
Olay the Day at Taco John's.
We welcome you back to Trojan Field as we await Steve Della's kickoff from his own 35-yard line. David Bond and Mitchell Galloway back there. And Paul, you know, you were right there. They have done a marvelous job of utilizing the tight end over the middle.
Yeah, they really have. It's just a last resort kind of option as well. Dakota State not keeping intact, using a defensive back, which is a complete mismatch with the size, especially of Tyler French.
Galloway at the 10 to the 15. Starts left, cuts to his right at the 20, 25, and out near. We got to do a little separating in front of the Briar Cliff bench. And we're going to see where they marked the football, where Mitchell went out of bounds. Going to be right at the 29-yard line. So a return of 19 yards on the play for Mitchell Galloway. And that's where the Trojans, with a GSN Insurance first down, will take over, trailing 49-6. Richardson at quarterback. Handoff Frederickson. Brody trying to find a hole. Guy sees a little daylight, churns the legs, keeps them turning out to the 35, and Brody is getting up gingerly. And he's going to come out. Cody Voss will check in the Trojan backfield to give the junior running back a break.
We have a substitution at left tackle. Number 61, Dante Randall, is in there.
Here's Voss. Tries the right side, and he is swallowed up by that left side of the Charger defense as he crosses the 35. Credit Voss, guys. Out to the 39. He'll move the chains, and that will be a GSN Insurance first down. Jared Richardson, a quarterback. 6'5", redshirt junior quarterback. Brody Frederickson right back in after one play, guys. Twin receivers to the near side, bubble screen to Layton. Gets a block by Bond. Mason has it. Hit in the back as he crosses the 40. Still gets out near the 44-yard line with a second effort. And Mason just, he's one of those guys, Coach, that doesn't go down on that first hit.
No, I'm impressed with him. But, you know, he reminds me of his father. His father played here, All-American, Brian Layton. Just a gamer.
So it's second down and 6. Richardson to his right finds Brody out of the backfield. Frederickson hangs on into Charger territory at the Briar Cliff 49-yard line. So doing a little more rolling Jared out of the pocket. Brody trying to isolate on a linebacker did just that and won that battle.
We have a fresh right guard, Dylan Teller, a freshman from Chula Vista, California.
So Jared will send twin receivers to the near side. Single receiver wide right. Back to pass. Looking, here comes pressure, and he's down. They brought the blitz on the outside. And coming in.
They had the numbers there, but I can't read the number.
Well, he turned toward us when he got up, and that was Michael Williams. So we can see that when they turn towards us. Otherwise, it's a pretty difficult. Delayed draw. Here's Frederickson. Brody cuts left, now comes back right. Helmet comes flying off, and we're going to get a flag personal foul, and it's going to go against Michael Williams, one of the linebackers for Briar Cliff, ripping the helmet off of Brody Frederickson. Our line judge going over to talk to the referee.
When Briar Cliff substitutes, I've noticed that they bring in 2 to 3 fresh legs on defense. They just keep rotating defensively, fresh legs at all times.
Paul, that's a big personal foul penalty. Face mask moves the ball inside the 40.
Especially after the fact that Dakota State got the offense going with a couple of nice chunk plays down the field. And then Briar Cliff comes up with a couple of nice defensive stops, including that sack of Jared Richardson. Now a fresh set of downs for Dakota State.
GSN first down at the 37-yard line. Jared back to pass, fires deep over the middle. We got to have a flag there.
Oh, my.
Oh, my. They're not going to throw a flag.
Oh, my.
Oh, Mason Layton
Got
was
caught up
tripped.
with the defensive back on that one.
He would have been open on that one, folks. My, that was one where you got to ask yourself, where was the laundry? Somebody, Paul, forgot to put change in the washing machine. My goodness. 2nd and 10 at the 37. Twin receivers to the far side. David Bond split left. Richardson, handoff, Frederickson. Brody nearly lost the ball. Hands and grabs it, turns his back, and backs toward the 37-yard line where he was hit awfully hard. He's going to come out. Nope. He says, nope, Cody, you're not coming in. Voss was sent in. Frederickson said, nope, not going to happen, Coach. His position coach, by the way, is the head coach, Josh Anderson. 3rd and 9. Jared back to pass. Here comes the pressure. Steps into the pocket, and he goes down. Logan Knutson, 6'1", 270-pound sophomore, came slicing in from his defensive tackle spot. And that was one, Coach Cornet, where Jared eluded the initial rush, stepped into that what he thought was an open gap, but boom, Knutson was right there to swallow him up.
Very good penetration. Again, they have fresh legs on defense. I thought he was going to run it there.
Here's and it hits one of the Dak State special team punt team members. Nobody from Briar Cliff was anywhere near it. So a little rugby scrum kick. And the ball will be in play at the 23-yard line. 1:56 to go, third quarter. All Briar Cliff. Chargers put up 21 in the first quarter. They led 35-0 at halftime, and now lead with 1:56 left in the third quarter, 49-6. GSN Insurance first down for Briar Cliff. Cagle barks out signals. Toss pitch right side, and Langen falls down, maybe at the original line of scrimmage. So there'll be no gain on the play. He might have lost. What do you think, Paul? Maybe 2 feet?
Give or take about 2 feet as well. You got to credit the Trojan Field surface for the tackle on that one against Yalagan.
Good call, my friend. Handoff. Langen cuts left, now returns and slices back to his right. Gets out near the 30-yard line. So he'll get about 6 yards back. It'll bring up third down and 4. 1:07 and counting here in the third quarter. Cagle will send 2 receivers wide left, 2 receivers to the near side. Kwame Johnson in the backfield behind Cagle in the pistol. Cagle back to
Good
pass,
read.
and he's going to get picked off. What a play by the
freshman
Josiah Kelly. Paul, he read Brad Cagle's eyes the entire way.
That could have been a better throw from the quarterback right to Josiah Kelly. Just jumping the route, had his eyes on him the entire time, beat the receiver for the football, taking it out of bounds.
So Cagle will throw his first interception of the football game. He's 14 of 23, if you want to count that as a completion, only to the good guys in blue and yellow. 14 of 23, 284 yards and 2 touchdowns, and now an interception. It'll be a GSN Insurance first down at the Charger 32. Handoff, Frederickson, Brody across the 30. Pyle pushing forward down close to the 25-yard line. 38 seconds and counting here in the third quarter. Cody Voss rushes onto the field. And Brody Frederickson, he's holding that right wrist. Paul, we're going to have you take a peek on that at the break. 21 seconds and counting. 6 on the play. Second down and 4 at the 26. Richardson back to pass, and he'll one-hop it to Mitchell Galloway on the left flat, incomplete. We'll bring up third and 4.
We're getting some backups in the offensive line, Kevin. Looks like we have a junior from Hawaii in there at right guard.
So third down and 4. Brody Frederickson back in. They'll change plays. Jared Richardson at quarterback. Takes the snap. Back, firing, and pass intended for Mitchell Galloway. And pass was incomplete, defended there by Alexander Johnson. And that was the final play of the third quarter. So we've got 3 in the books, and it's 49-6 Briar Cliff. We'll return to Trojan Field for the final 15 minutes of action here on Jammin' Country 103.1.
Your local Helena in Madison offers options for nearly every input used in production agriculture, including fertilizers, seeds from Wensman and NK, crop protection, agro-intelligent precision programs, and many other producer services. Their sales reps are knowledgeable experts and provide solutions that give growers the best return on investment. And their custom applications are safe, efficient, and make sure the job gets done right. Helena of Madison is proud to support area farmers. Give the folks at Helena a call today, 605-256-3973. Helena of Madison, people, products, knowledge. Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in seed technology, as well as plant protection and nutrition. Wilbur Ellis, located in Chester, South Dakota, providing Asgrow and DeKalb brands, various field applications, and local plot data, can provide you with expert advice for your acres. Grow smart and reduce loss. Let Wilbur Ellis address your challenges. Contact your Wilbur Ellis representative at 489-2171. At Wilbur Ellis, they never stop looking ahead.
Here we go, 4th and 3 at the 26. Richardson back to pass. Timing pattern, he wants Layton. Corner of the end zone. Mason is battling for it, and he can't hang on. Off his fingertips, and that doesn't happen very often, Coach. Markel Roby, who has that 75-yard pick six back in the first quarter, stride for stride. Mason got behind him, and Paul, you had a good view of it as well. Mason got behind him, and I thought maybe he was going to bring it in.
Yeah, he had a shot at it, but I had to come back a little bit to try and get a decent enough look, almost throwing over the top of his head. It looks like we get a new set of offensive unit for Briarcliff.
New quarterback coming in. That's Cole Hannafin. Brad Cagle is done for the night. Here's a handoff. Big bunch of real estate out near the 40-yard line, which would be a 15-yard gain, but we've got a flag on the far side. And not sure what that's going to bring. But Brad Cagle, Paul's evening is done.
Thankfully as well that the night for Brad Cagle has come to an end for Dakota State.
Here's his numbers, guys. 14 of 24, one interception, 284 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Hannafin, handoff, running back, and he is going to get caught for a loss on the play. Couldn't see who the running back was. That was Kwame Johnson. Okay.
Good pursuit by the Trojan defensive line. Defensive end from the near side chased him down all the way to the other side.
A loss of 7 all the way back inside the 20-yard line. Second down and 17. Hannafin, he's got an arm. He's going to air it out. It goes over the head of Josiah Kelly. Pass intended, I believe, for Kwame Johnson out of the backfield.
It appears to be, yes.
That's a 6. Paul will let you verify if that was, nope, yeah, no, yes, no, that was not, was that a 6 or a 5, Paul?
That is actually number 5, Elijah Brown, who ran that route there.
We're going to really put you to work now with trying to get these numbers. Hannafin again, back to pass, sets up a screen. Langen had it. Caught it at the 17, falls forward to the 20, and it'll bring up 4th down. And a mile. And this, guys, is the first punt of the ball game, I believe, for Briarcliff.
Got Layton going back to field the punt.
Let's see. Maybe not. We'll check here in just a second, but Della was standing back at his 5-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout called by Josh Anderson and Dakota State. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll return right after this. Briarcliff leading 49-6. This is Trojan football on Jammin' Country 103.1.
Hi, this is Scott Parsley, candidate for District 8 Senate, and I want to wish the Trojans the best in tonight's Ag Bowl. I'd like to congratulate Dennis and Donna Rentz on being chosen honorary captains for tonight's Ag Bowl game. Their commitment to agriculture and the greater Madison community is an example for all of us. Again, good luck to the Trojans tonight and for the rest of the season, and congratulations to the Wrenches. Paid for by Scott Parsley for Senate.
Heartland Consumers Power District would like to wish the Dakota State Trojans good luck this season. This is Casey Crabtree, Heartland's Director of Economic Development. I'm excited to work with businesses here in Madison to help them grow and thrive. If you're looking to expand your business or in need of low-interest financing, give me a call at 256-6536. Heartland is proud to deliver reliable energy and services to the city of Madison. We believe in the power of forward thinking and want to be your trusted community partner and leader in our industry. Good luck, Trojans.
Well, Steve Della's punt on 4th down just traveled 64 yards. And that will back up the Trojans inside their own 20 back to the 17-yard line. Not a bad leg on Della, huh, Coach?
That was a beautiful spiral. In fact, it went higher than the lights there for a few seconds.
This is the team, folks, that had lost 21 consecutive games dating back to September 16th of 2016 until 2 weeks ago when they beat Waldorf University 40-13. Handoff Frederickson. Nice hole. Brady's got some running room. He's almost gone. And coming up from behind is Markel Roby. He saves a touchdown as Brody Frederickson
picked up about 21 yards.
21 yards on the carry out to the 41-yard line. 22 yards. So it'll be a GSN Insurance first down. Cody Voss in for Frederickson. Twin receivers to the near side. Single receiver wide left. Handoff Voss. Nice run by Cody. About 4 yards on the play out to the 45-yard line.
You know, he runs.
Now they're going to say his knee was down at the 44.
He runs a lot like Freddie, you know. But take the jerseys off both of them, and it's hard to tell them apart.
Richardson back to pass, has time. Here comes the pressure. Nobody in the vicinity.
Outside the tackle.
But outside the tackle box, so no intentional grounding. And Frederickson back in at the 11:49 mark. Briarcliff leading 49-6.
Guys, just a quick injury update off the field as well. Looks like the night for wide receiver Mitchell Galloway is done. His ribs have been hurting him ever since he took that big hit on the kickoff. Looks like LeVar Colbert, defensive lineman's night, is done as well, as his shoulder pads just came off.
All right. We see Marcus Vanden Bosch down on the trainer's table. His night is done as well, as you said earlier. Ice bag on his left ankle. Pass from Richardson to David Bond. Did he stay in bounds? No. So incomplete, brings up 4th and 7 at the Dakota State 44-yard line.
We're punting.
And we're going to bring up the punting unit. Caleb Nielsen back on. And going back is Ladarian Bauman standing at his 19. Caleb with the rugby-style kick. Nice knuckleball, high end over end hit. Kick hits, we'll see, was out of bounds inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. And with 11:33 to go, Paul Vold, how many steps you got tonight, big fella?
You know, as of last count, looks like we're above 8,000 right now.
There you go. All right.
Get my work in.
There, yes, indeed. So, 38-yard punt by Caleb Nielsen brings up a GSN Insurance first down for the Chargers at their own 19-yard line. Cole Hannafin in at quarterback. Handoff. Pushing the pile out near the 25. And Noah Langren, Paul, refused to go down.
Yeah, it took the entire defensive line and most of the linebacking core to bring down Yologan on that carry.
So tight formation, bunch to the right. Hannafin handoff. They'll run to that right side. And nothing doing. Back to the original line of scrimmage. That'll make it 3rd down. And we'll call it 4. Paul, they still have that mammoth offensive line in there, and I look out there on the right tackle. My goodness.
Yeah, that right tackle is no joke, to say the least.
6'6", 400 pounds, Kenny Trezvant. Here's Hannafin rolling to his right on the run. Fires out into the flats, and it's going to be incomplete. They'll bring up 4th down and another punting situation for Steve Della and Briar Cliff. So a great crowd on hand tonight, Paul. We can't be able to see, but you've got a bird's eye view of the home side of the field here, and I know that earlier. Full house?
Oh, it most definitely was a full house, to say the least. Now, getting a little later on a Thursday night, got some people that need to go to work, and also kids going to school tomorrow. It's kind of emptied out just a little bit.
Here's Della's punt. Not a great one, but it gets a great bounce. And Layton's going to pick it up at his 25 to the 30. 35 spun. Falls forward out to the 30, near the 36-yard line.
It's like when Mason gets the ball, the blockers are not going to give up. They're going to keep their block because you never know about Mason. He could break it, one easy block, and he's gone.
Well, coming into the ball game tonight, Mason ranked 3rd in the NAIA, folks, in the nation in scoring touchdowns and total points with 24 points, 4 touchdowns. Handoff, Frederickson, stutter steps, 40, out to the 43-yard line. Goes Brody Frederickson. And he is a workhorse again. We'll check his numbers here. 19 carries, 135 yards, gentlemen.
And they weren't easy yards.
No, they were not. I think he had 57 at halftime. Back to pass. We've got a new quarter. No, Jared Richardson's still in there, running for his life, and he's just going to shovel pass in the direction of David Bond. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 3.
That was a very smart play by Jared. He was flushed out of the pocket. He was just about to get tackled on the sideline there, but now we have 2 referees discussing that.
Well, they had a receiver in the vicinity outside the tackle box. Unless, Paul, in the last few minutes.
They just dropped a flag.
Now the referee, Randy Hagedorn, has dropped his flag. And the Trojans are going backwards toward their end zone. So if you caught all that, Paul?
Yep, they are going to throw the flag for intentional grounding. Did not get back to the original line of scrimmage, that backward shovel pass, even though he was outside the tackle box, which brings a loss of down. It's going to be 3rd down, and looks like about 12.
Ball on the 34-yard line of Dakota State. 9:29 to go in the football game. Jared back to pass. Looking, has time. Fires in the flats and just over the outstretched arms of none other than Mason Layton at the Trojan 46-yard line. That would have been a pickup of 12. Instead, it brings Caleb Nielsen trotting back onto the field, and he'll punt the football away. So the Trojans, Paul, will have a break now until a week from Saturday when they hit the road for back-to-back weekends. Scrum kick. And the flag comes out. Ball is recovered by John Trout on the punting team. Got a hold, it looks like, in the field, Judge, Coach Cornet?
It appears to be, yes.
I will say as well, the field judge with a nice throw of the flag there. Started off at the 20, almost a 20-yard flag throw, if we can get anything kind of positive after the flag being thrown on that.
Was that underhand or overhand?
No, he definitely got overhand. He had a nice follow-through on the throw, got the step, and then with the follow-through after.
So what you're saying is that might have been a flag after contact. How many yards on that one, Paul?
At least a solid 20.
Okay, 20 yards of FAC on that. So flag after contact by the line judge. So it'll bring up 1st and 10. GSN Insurance first down. And 10 for Briar Cliff. Handoff goes to the running back.
We have a new quarterback in for Briar Cliff, that number 15 that we were watching at the beginning.
Yeah,
of the
Cole
game.
Hannafin.
Yes. Which he's been in there for a while.
Third series. That's okay.
I just noticed how tall he was.
6'4", it says. I think he's more like 6'6", but
he's a
Paul can tell us in a second. Handoff. First man through.
I would have to agree with you, gentlemen, on that. At least 6'6". Maybe the way he crouches when he's standing in the shotgun, maybe it's 6'4", but he's at least a solid 6'6".
Yeah, he looks to be as tall, Paul, or taller than the tight end.
Most definitely.
So it's 3rd down and 6 for Cole Hannafin at the 28-yard line. Hannafin checks the play clock. It takes the snap, backs up, fires in the flats, and it's picked off.
Yes, he overthrew his receiver.
Coming up to make the sliding interception.
Keyshawn Rust.
Summer merchandise must go at Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel in downtown Madison. Stan's is having a huge summer inventory sale. Everything with the yellow tag is 75% off.
As one team with one goal. They also know that champions just don't happen. They are built with determination and the right mix of teammates. You can count on Great Western Bank as a trustworthy teammate that will go the extra mile to help you win. To learn more, visit your nearest branch today in Coleman, Del Rapids, Hartford, Lenox, and Madison. Great Western Bank, making life great. Member FDIC.
2nd down and 9. Here's Brody Frederickson at the 40, 35-30. Puts it in second gear. Boy, that's got to be a horse collar right there.
It is, absolutely.
Paul Vole, PV, your call right in front of you.
Right in front of me, the official on the backside of the play saw the horse collar tackle. The line judge right in front of it didn't throw the flag, but definitely a horse collar tackle. Got up under the shoulder pads and dragged down Brody Frederickson.
Brody picks up 19-yard line, 19 yards in the play. So an automatic first down. Spot of the foul is the 21. Horse collar. Goes against Ladarian Bauman. Takes it down to the 10.5-yard line, half the distance to the goal. So inside the Case IH red zone and a GSN Insurance first down. Handoff, left side, new running back in there. Tanner Iwan for the Trojans. He gets it inside, down near the 8-yard line. 6:57 to go in the football game. 2nd down and 7. Trojans can get a first down if they get the ball inside the 1-yard line, Paul, I believe. So trips wide right. Back to pass. Leighton is clobbered, Paul, in front of you. at the 12. I don't know how he hung on.
I don't know how he did it either. He took a pop right in the rib cage for sure. He comes up a little bit unhappy about the play, having to go up and sacrifice the body on that one. But thankfully enough, he gets up all right and bring in the catch as well.
Loss of 3 in the play brings up 3rd down and 10. Back to the 11-yard line. So they get back inside the 1. They've got a 1st down. 3rd and 10. Richardson wants to throw. Timing pattern, corner of the end zone. Was going for Mason Layton. Now we've got a late flag. It's going to be pass interference. Paul, the question will be pass interference against Briar Cliff, or did Mason push off?
You know, I think it was a steady, stiff arm from Mason Layton the entire time. I don't know if he got enough push to draw the offensive pass interference or not, but it looks like quite possibly could be against Briar Cliff.
So you're absolutely right. Pass interference against the Chargers. Well, it can't be 15 unless they've got 2 of them, because that certainly wasn't Cole Hannafin, the quarterback.
Timeout, Briar Cliff.
So we've got a timeout. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout as well. 5:50 to go in the football game. Briar Cliff 49, our Dakota State Trojans 6, here on Jammin' Country 103.1.
Better crops from better seed. We have every kind you need. Planting your future, Mustang Seeds.
Mustang Seeds, proven performance, top-notch service that area producers have come to expect. Mustang Seeds is known for high yields and having farming operations get the maximum potential yield. The best choice for your farming operation, Mustang Seeds.
Planting your future, Mustang Seeds.
Call 256-6529.
Welcome back to Trojan Field. Hey, it's time for our Sporty Shoutout. The score is 49-6. That is our Sporties Shoutout. Email the score to kjamsports@gmail.com from now until the end of the game. Here's the pass intended for Layton in the corner of the end zone. Touchdown! Dakota State. Jared Richardson to Mason Layton for 6. Paul, great route run by Mason and a great, perfect place to place the football by Jared Richardson.
Only person who could have came up with that catch in that situation, the wide receiver on that one this time, Mason Layton. A little bit more excited now to have to fall down to make a catch instead of having to go up and sacrifice the body and take maybe a shoulder pad to the rib cage, but another 6 points for Dakota State.
So we're going to get to that kind of messed up my Sporty shout out there, Paul, but going for 2, Richardson to David Bond, and that's good. So with 5:45 to go in the football game, it's now Briar Cliff 49 and Dakota State 14. That, ladies and gentlemen, will keep things right here. That will be our Sporties Bar and Grill in downtown Madison. The Sporties Shoutout. Briar Cliff 49, Dakota State 14. That is our Sporties Shoutout. Email that score, 4914, to kjamsports@gmail.com from now until the end of the game. One winner will be chosen to win a $10 gift card to Sporties. We will announce the winner Monday morning on Jammin' Country 103.1. We will post it on our Facebook and our Twitter pages, so check those as well. And be sure to check Sporty's new lunch specials on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, now open for lunch. And specials, Wednesdays, 50-cent wings, $1 off burgers. Thursdays, $1 off Philly cheesesteaks. Friday, 50-cent wings. And $8 Chislik basket with fries. My mouth is watering, Paul Vold.
Can't go wrong with good bar food, especially at Sporty's Bar and Grill. Owner and proprietor, that being Cam Schaefer, always has something good going on at Sporty's.
Here's a little pooch kick from Nielsen, picked up by the short man up front in the formation, Casey Brown. He'll return it out near the 34-yard line. So our Sporty's Bar and Grill, Sporty shout-out, Briar Cliff 49, Dakota State 14. Email that to kjamsports@gmail.com. And you have a chance to win. Here, 5:40 to go. 1st and 10, Briar Cliff at their own 34-yard line. GSN Insurance first down. Cole Hannafin at quarterback. Tight formation, bunch to the right. They'll toss sweep right. Hand off to his running back near the right hash. Across the 35 out to the 37-yard line. Gain of 3 in the play.
We have a new defensive end here, number 34, Connor Tordson from Fairmont, Minnesota.
So 2nd down and 7 for the Chargers. Hannafin in the pistol. Brown in motion, back to pass. Hannafin fires, nearly picked off again by you-know-who, Paul Vold, number 10.
Josiah Kelly, a really nice job getting inside on the receiver on that one and just jumping the route once again. Boy, he has really made an impact for himself early on this season, really forcing himself in the lineup. Definitely comes in key situations, especially early in games in a fifth defensive back situation for defense.
So it's 3rd down and 7 at the 36. Hannafin, handoff to the running back across the 40 out to the 41-yard line. And again, Paul, I can't tell if it's 6 or 8.
Looks like on that one it was, I believe it was number 6 in Kwame
Johnson.
Yes.
Well, we hold. We're going to be able to get the ball back here.
Steve Della will come on to punt the football away. Line of scrimmage is the 41.
Deep on the punt is Baylor Harding out of Utah.
Nice punt by Della at the 16.
Here
Starts left, cuts right. 20, 25, 30, and slips. So a net 29-yard punt by Steve Della. About a 15, 17-yard return for the Trojans. So a nice return on that punt. And it'll bring up 1st and 10 for Dakota State. A GSN Insurance first down.
Going to stay with Jared at quarterback right now?
Yes. So Richardson, Fredrickson in the backfield. Jared, handoff, Brody, big hole, 35, 40, still on his feet, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, and boy, coaches are down there. They want the horse collar.
Oh, my.
Paul, you're right there. We got some upset coaching staff members for the Trojans.
Not only that, Brody Fredrickson might have hurt his right shoulder on that one, the same arm that he was holding up earlier in the contest as well. Coach Alex Glover with the wherewithal to force the tackler from Briar Cliff quickly away from the sideline because he knew that the players and other coaches were going to have some things to say, if not some hands to be exchanged if that defensive player stayed much longer on Dakota State's sideline.
So the big run by Brody brings it down to the Charger 34-yard line. And now we've got a question here. Timeout, Dakota State. Coach Josh Anderson wants a timeout. We'll take a 30-second one as well. You're listening to Dakota State football on Jammin' Country.
Better crops from better seed. We have every kind you need. Planting your future. Mustang seed.
Mustang Seeds, proven performance, top-notch service that area producers have come to expect. Mustang Seeds is known for high yields and having farming operations get the maximum potential yield. The best choice for your farming operation, Mustang Seeds.
Planting your future, Mustang Seed.
Call 256-6529.
Well, Paul, you're down there. The timeout called by head coach Josh Anderson. He wanted to get his 2 cents in on that last play.
Yeah, he also wanted an explanation, quite possibly, of a late tackle out of bounds as the defensive player from Briarcliff kind of threw down Brody Frederickson well after the tackle and well after the whistle was blown. Now we get a flag on the play.
And so Brody was the ball carrier, tried to turn the right corner. Nothing there. He was wrapped up and dropped by Briarcliff. And we've got a flag on the play. And that may be, Paul, I hate to say it, and Coach Cornet, one of those, what do you call, makeup calls maybe?
Well, I hear that saying every now and then.
You don't buy it?
Well, I didn't get a good view of that particular call there, but it's so obvious that...
that was a makeup call.
Perhaps they missed the previous one.
Paul, I'm voting makeup call. I'm taking your vote now.
Yeah, that you definitely got my vote for a makeup call on that one as well.
So the key will be personal foul. Let's see.
Oh, it's going.
What are they doing?
It's going against the Trojans.
I think it might be going against Dakota State, maybe in the area, because it was the field judge in the backside who threw the flag. I mean, it really all depends on what the call is. The referee on the far side of the field talking with Coach Wagner and Briarcliff certainly does not help Dakota State's cause.
And it's going to go against our Trojans. That will raise Coach Anderson's blood pressure a little bit, I think. Back to the 30. Second down and 13 from the 37-yard line of Briarcliff. So the penalty goes against our Trojans. Twin receivers to the far side, single receiver near side. Richardson back to pass, quick hit to Lissman. And he has it. Heads and turns upfield inside the 30. Right at the 30, they'll mark it. So a gain of 7 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
I don't believe we've looked at our tight end tonight.
We have not thrown to the tight end, no. Same formation. Twins left, single right. Frederickson in the backfield. Back to pass. He's got Bond. Bond has it at the 12, hangs on. He's hit out of bounds on the far side at the 9-yard line. David Bond held on. So Jared, with a laser, laid it right into the breadbasket. Bond held on. Knocked hard out of bounds inside the Case IH red zone.
He throws a very nice ball. Easy to catch, easy to read. In regards to being a receiver, he just has a nice ball.
For all your Case IH product, service, and equipment, head to Lake County International here in Madison. So first and goal, GSN first and goal. Brody with the handoff, and he's going to maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, Paul.
It looks like it'll be for a loss on that one as Frederickson had to bounce off a couple of tacklers. Looks like about a loss of 2.
So from the 9 back to the, check that, from the 9 to the 11 on the far left hash. Trojans moving left to right here in the Case IH red zone. 1:14 and left in the football game and counting. 49-14 Briarcliff. Handoff Brody Frederickson. Tries the left side of the line. Not a lot there. Going pretty tough.
Looks like he picked up 1 yard.
So third and goal. Under a minute to go. Clock still running. 50 seconds and counting. Be nice to get one more score here, guys. 45 seconds. Listman comes wide right. Trips to the near side. Fredrickson in the backfield. Over the middle on a slant in, and they're going to say, oh, is that a flag? I can't tell, Paul. Is that a flag in the field?
That is correct. Looks like they're going to get the defensive player that broke up the pass for pass interference.
I thought he got there maybe a split second too quick. It was pretty good defense on that young man's part, but I think he was there just a wee bit early.
It was definitely a bang-bang play down here on the field.
First down.
So Casey Brown is whistled for the pass interference. So first and goal inside the Case IH red zone at the 2 and a GSN Insurance first and goal here for the Trojans. 30 seconds left in the football game. Handoff Fredrickson. Brody right up the middle. He's awfully close to the end line. Paul, you're going to have to give us a bird's eye view because we got a whole lot of bodies in the way.
It was definitely very close, but it looks like Brody marked down about the 3/4 yard line.
So less than a yard to go, 9 seconds, 8 seconds. This will be the final play of the game. 4, 3, handoff. Brody Fredrickson wants to turn the corner, smells the end zone. Did he get in? Yes, he did. As the clock strikes triple zeros, Brody Fredrickson goes in for 6. And that will make it 49-20, awaiting the extra point attempt.
Looks like they're not going to award the extra point. They're just going to let things be where they are and end it at 49-20.
All right, Paul. So that is your final score tonight. Brody Fredrickson 2 yards out, caps off a nice drive. And that'll be your final score tonight. Briar Cliff 49 and our Dakota State Trojans 20. Stay tuned. Coming up, it's the Mustang Seed postgame show. We'll have our Taco John's play of the game. We'll visit with head coach Josh Anderson and much more. You've been listening to Dakota State football on your home for Trojan Athletics in 2018-19. Jammin' Country 103.1.
Better crops from better seed. We have every kind you need. Planting your future. Mustang Seeds.
Mustang Seeds, proven performance, top-notch service that area. Known for high yields and having farming operations get the maximum potential yield. The best choice for your farming operation, Mustang Seeds.
Planting your future. Mustang Seeds.
Call 256-6529.
Hi, this is Scott Parsley, candidate for District 8 Senate, and I want to wish the Trojans the best in tonight's Ag Bowl. I'd like to congratulate Dennis and Donna Rentz on being chosen honorary captains for tonight's Ag Bowl game. Their commitment to agriculture and the greater Madison community is an example for all of us. Again, good luck to the Trojans tonight and for the rest of the season, and congratulations to the Wrenches. Paid for by Scott Parsley for Senate.
Summer merchandise must go at Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel in downtown Madison. Stan's is having a huge summer inventory sale. Everything with the yellow tag is 75% off store-wide. Also at Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel, fall merchandise is arriving daily. Stan's is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Thursday till 7, and Saturday, 8:30 to 5. Shop Stan's where service comes first.
Fashions and makeup statements, Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel.
Heartland Consumers Power District would like to wish the Dakota State Trojans good luck this season. This is Casey Crabtree, Heartland's Director of Economic Development. I'm excited to work with businesses here in Madison to help them grow and thrive.